And the year that I applied, there was 325 people applied, and you had to be in that top 32 to get in. And out of the original 32, only 22 graduated.
Wilhelm feels blessed to have been able to go directly to work after completing her nursing certification.
When I was getting out of nursing school, Miss Nancy Schaefer, who was the director of nursing at Caldwell County Hospital, called me and she said, would I be interested in a job? They wanted to hire me, and I went to work for Caldwell County Hospital and continued to be their employee until the home health agency was sold. But I was blessed, and the companies that purchased us kept my seniority, so actually I've worked for the same company for 38 years.
Reporting for WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Some young Caldwell County wrestlers brought home a championship from the Smoky Mountain 2023 Top 100 tournament at Rocky Top Sports World in Gatlinburg, Tennessee over the weekend. The Tiger Wrestling Club's girls K-2 squad claimed the team championship in its age group on Saturday. In addition, Jade McIntosh, a first-year wrestler, won first place in her 65 to 73-pound division and was named Most Outstanding Wrestler in the girls K-2 competition. The Tiger Wrestling Club team also got a first-place finish from Una Ferguson at 50 pounds. Riley Bonnell was second at 50. Claudia Ferguson took second at 59, and Freya Bruce placed second at 65 to 73. With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Todd Griffin reporting.
A Princeton woman is facing charges after a physical altercation Monday night. According to Princeton Assistant Police Chief Shane Allison, officers responded to the altercation around 8:30 and made contact with 34-year-old Erica Nohoff. He says an investigation revealed that a physical altercation had occurred where Nohoff had assaulted a health care provider and a patient. Nohoff was taken into custody and charged with third-degree assault, fourth-degree assault, and third-degree criminal mischief. She was lodged in the Caldwell County Jail. With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Tammy Hancock.
Still to come on your WPKY News Edge, area obituary announcements, and a complete look at your sports edge.
Machines are great when they talk to each other, but when they don't, network problems, network solutions. Moving at the speed of business. Solutions Technology Group. Learn more at solutionstg.com.
This is Tyler Strode with Ag Spray Equipment. On behalf of our team, I would like to thank all of our local farmers for another year of partnering in agriculture. From our families to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here at Ag Spray Equipment, we live ag.
During the holiday season at Travis Construction, our thoughts turn gratefully to those who have made our progress possible. We value our relationship with you and look forward to working with you in the year to come. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a full year of happiness and success. If you find yourself in need of construction or concrete, we'd love to help. Travis Construction and Concrete, Crane Cemetery Road, Fredonia. Find us on Facebook.
School administrators face more and more challenges when it comes to bullying in school.
There's so many new ways to do it now with social media. It's a lot easier to call somebody names behind your phone or behind your computer than it is to their face.
Often kids who are bullied never bring it to the attention of a parent or school official, but there can be red flags.
You know, they're not their bubbly self. They're kind of, the last couple of days, they just sat in the back and reserved and asked them if they're feeling all right, and they are. They're not sick. Dig a little deeper.
Many times parents aren't really engaged with their child about bullying or being bullied. They think it's the same as when they were kids, but it's not. Today, it's not just the occasional name calling or face-to-face confrontation. It's one person talking to hundreds at once thanks to social media.
I would say that all of us probably had bullied and been bullied. That's no different than these kids today, except they've got 10,000 other things on their mind that we didn't have. They have way more things to worry about now, and that's one thing that if we can help them with, they don't have to.
So engage, listen, observe. Stand with Trigg County Schools, helping kids understand it's better to be kind.
It's time now for your local funeral announcements brought to you by Morgan's Funeral Home. Memorial services for 81-year-old Walter Jr. Colley, formerly of Lamasco, will be held at a later date. Morgan's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. There will be no services for 81-year-old Gertrude Ann Gert O'Haver of Katie's. King's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Survivors include daughter Kim Donaldson and husband Scott of Eddyville and Krista Wallace of Indiana, Sister Rita Ellis of Indiana, 7 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for 85-year-old Kay Towery of Princeton will be at 11 Thursday morning at Morgan's Funeral Home, with burial to follow in Cedar Hill Cemetery. Visitation will be Wednesday afternoon from 4 until 7. And funeral services for 75-year-old Gail Doyles of Katie's will be at 3 Thursday afternoon at Dunn's Funeral Home in Eddyville, with burial to follow in Rolling Hill Cemetery in Eddyville. Visitation will begin at 2 Thursday afternoon.
Brian and I would like to wish you and your family peace and comfort this Christmas season. We understand the holidays can be full of the hustle and bustle, but we hope you find time to pause and enjoy the real reason for the season, the birth of our Savior. From the family at Morgan's and Lakeland Funeral Home, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Morgan's and Lakeland Funeral Home, always there, always care.
This is Allison Carnahan with West Kentucky Memorials, and we're thrilled to announce that we're now open in our new office at 349 Main Street across from Sonic. We have a large indoor showroom so our customers can shop for monuments comfortably, inside away from the weather. We're committed to continue assisting you and your family with all your memorial needs. West Kentucky Memorials, open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 9 to 4, at 349 Main Street across from Sonic in Katie's. Visit our other locations at Princeton and Hopkinsville.
Treasured Remembered. For over 100 years, they have been serving the Princeton area with beautiful flower arrangements, custom wreaths, gifts, and more. West Locust Street.
Your Weather Edge Weather Center forecast: increasing cloud cover, low around 33 this evening. Then on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high near 54. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low around 30. And then Thursday, sunny skies, high near 56 degrees. But back to this evening, increasing cloud cover and just above freezing in western Kentucky.
Now's the time to place your Christmas orders with Big John's Barbecue. Smoked boneless hams are $75. Bone-in hams are $95. Turkeys are $45. They also offer sides: green beans, mac and cheese, potato salad, slaw, barbecue beans, mashed potatoes, and dressing. Place your orders by December 13th, 270-963-8162. That's Big John's Barbecue on the Farmersville Road in Princeton, Kentucky. Merry Christmas from Big John, Crystal, and the whole crew. Call 270-963-8162 to place your Christmas order.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
This message was brought to you by Pennyroyal Regional Prevention Center.
Christmas time is all about giving and opening our hearts to one another. Ackridge Farm Supply wishes you a wonderful holiday season filled with happiness and good times. Enjoy this special time of year from everyone at Ackridge Farm Supply. So thankful to have served this community for over 90 years. Come visit us at either of our 2 locations in Fredonia or Eddyville.
Fiber internet is significantly more reliable than traditional internet options. Internet's gigabit fiber will allow you to experience life on the internet without limits and barriers. Packages include whole home Wi-Fi, unlimited data usage, unparalleled reliability, no contracts, and 24/7 local support. Packages start at $59.95 per month, and we deliver the entire internet at full speed. You can sign up for faster, more reliable internet service at gointernet.com.
Your Sports Edge report starts now with a look at Caldwell County sports. Here's Todd Griffin.
Both Caldwell County basketball teams are in action tonight, one at home and one on the road. The Lady Tigers will host Hopkinsville at the Cab Gym tonight. The varsity game is set for 6 o'clock here, and we will have that game for you on WPKY tonight. And you can watch our free live video stream of the contest at WPKYonline.com. Hoptown will bring a 2-1 record to town tonight, while Caldwell is 1-3 after routing Dawson Springs Friday night. Hopkinsville won last year's matchup in Hoptown 69-43, but Caldwell County leads the all-time series 41-21. Again, the varsity game is at 6 tonight at the Cab Gym. Meanwhile, Caldwell's guys will travel to the first region tonight to face Graves County. That is varsity only at 7:30 because the Graves County girls will take on Marion, Illinois at 6 o'clock at the Eagles Nest in Mayfield. This will be just the 5th meeting ever between the Tigers and the Eagles on the basketball court, and just the 2nd meeting in the last 34 years. Caldwell and Graves met last in February of 2016, with the Eagles winning that one 78-46. Before that, you have to go back to January of 1989 to find a meeting between the Tigers and the Eagles. The two teams did meet twice in the 1987-88 season. Graves won when the two teams met in Louisville in December, but Caldwell won at Graves County, taking a 53-49 decision on January 16, 1988, the Tigers' only win over the Eagles in 4 previous tries. This season, the Tigers are 3-2, while the Eagles are 2-1. Once again, the Lady Tigers are at home tonight against Hopkinsville. The varsity game at the Cab is at 6 o'clock, and we will have that game here on WPKY with video at WPKYonline.com. The Tigers are at Graves County, varsity only for the boys tonight at 7:30. You might have missed this news last week, but 5 members of the Caldwell County football team were honored Wednesday at the All-Western Kentucky Conference banquet at Graves County High School. Named All-WKC from the Tiger football team were Gus Fox, Cole Sherrill, Cooper Mobley, Jack Roach, and Maurice Seals. And that's your WPKY Sports Edge report. For more sports, yoursportsedge.com. As always, for the latest Caldwell County High School sports news, head over to yoursportsedge.com and click on the Caldwell County team page. Todd Griffin with sports on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Getting a positive pregnancy test could be one of the greatest moments of your life, but it can also be a scary one. We believe every parent needs a second pair of hands, and the Pennyroyal District Health Department HANDS program is here to help. HANDS supports families as they build a healthy and safe environment for the optimal growth and development of their children. HANDS provides free services for new and expecting parents and is available in all 120 Kentucky counties. Visit pennyroyalhealth.org/hands for more information or call your local health department today.
It's not often we're given an opportunity to save another person's life. Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center gives us that opportunity every day. What if we could do that 6 times a year? With each pint of blood donated, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center is able to use it to save 3 lives. That could be 18 lives each year. Think about it. Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, 1902 South Virginia Street, Hopkinsville. Visit WKRBC.org for times of operation.
Dunks Used Tires and Wheels, where the customer is always number one. So when life's throwing you a number 2, just remember, Dunks Tires and Wheels, because we'll be here for you.
Dunks Used Tires and Wheels hasn't closed. Well, not for good. They're currently moving to a new location that'll allow them to serve their customers even better. Be sure to stay tuned for details. Remember, Dunks Tires and Wheels in Princeton.
Call 270-963-6391. Dunks Used Tires and Wheels, where the customer is always number one.
During this holiday season, you have the power to make someone else's Christmas warm and bright. The Pennyroyal Electric Plus One program allows you to turn just $1 into a helping hand for a neighbor in need. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for those in need. That should give you a nice warm feeling too. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online anytime at PRECC.com.
The 5th District doubleheader tonight at Lyon County's Jason White Gymnasium. Trigg County on the road to take on Lyon County. Boys-girls doubleheader. The girls at 6 o'clock, the guys at 7:30. You can hear both games on Oldies Radio, 100.9 FM, as well as online at WKDZradio.com. It begins with the Wildcat Chevrolet pregame show at 5:45. Another doubleheader tonight will be at Lyle Dunbar Gymnasium as Bowling Green comes in to face Colonels and Lady Colonels. The Purples, one of the top teams in the state. Christian County will have its work cut out for them tonight. Girls tip at 6, the guys at 7:30. Other boys games tonight, Caldwell County will be on the road at Graves County. Heritage Christian Academy heads to Bowling Green to play Foundation Christian Academy. Logan County will host Hopkinsville. Todd County Central has a boys-girls doubleheader at home tonight as they welcome in Joe Burns. Crittenden County will be on the road at Union County, and University Heights Academy heads north. They'll play at Henderson County. Girls basketball tonight, it'll be Union County hosting Crittenden County, Hopkinsville on the road at Caldwell County. Todd Central hosting Joe Burns. The Lady Rebels got a 54-49 win against Butler County last night. Alexis Taylor had 26 points, including career point 1,000. With a look at your Sports Edge, I'm Scott Brown.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff McDaniels with Farmers Bank, your home for the Tiger debit card. Our team wants to wish both the Lady Tigers and Tigers good luck this fall sports season. So help us support Caldwell's future athletes by getting your Tiger card today. Only at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
At Trice Hughes, they're ordering it your way. How would you like to have a vehicle built just for you? Little things are important, like rich colors, big screens and displays, almost like watching TV. Exteriors with beautiful style and powerful engines that respond to the lightest touch on the accelerator. It's time to get what you want. Order your new ride and feel the thrill when you drive off the lot. Trice Hughes in Princeton is the one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. For more information, visit tricehughes.com. That's tricehughes.com.
Cadiz Trigg County Tourism hopes you enjoy every minute of all the activities made available during this holiday season. Get out and enjoy it all and do your shopping local whenever possible. We need to support our local businesses now more than ever. Enjoy the sights of downtown Cadiz every day with the GoCadiz.com weather cam at WKDZRadio.com and WHVORadio.com. Cadiz is truly the most beautiful and magical little town. Merry Christmas from Cadiz Trigg County Tourism.
Happy holidays from Purcell Tire in Princeton. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth for all your holiday events. We are now offering our car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses check. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
Herb Hayes Furniture wants to make your home all warm and cozy for the holiday season. Enter to win a $500 gift card in the Home for the Holidays sweepstakes. Head over to WPKYonline.com to enter today. Winner announced December 21st.
The 4-8 Titans were big underdogs going into 9-3 Miami for Monday Night Football. Dolphins were undefeated at home. It was 13-13 early in the fourth quarter when two costly Titans turnovers let the Dolphins take a 27-13 lead. With 3 minutes left, Will Levis put on a come-from-behind clinic. 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes with an extra point and a 2-point conversion. Titans win 28-27. Titans become the first team in over 700 games, trailing by 14 with 3 minutes left to come back and win. The Texans come to Nashville this Sunday. Frank Wycheck has died. If you didn't know him by name, you certainly know him from what is probably the signature play in Titans history, the Music City Miracle.
Do the Titans have a miracle left in them in what has been a magical season to this point? If they do, they need it now. Christie kicks it high and short. Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something.
30,
He's
40,
got something.
50.
He's got it.
40,
He's got it.
20, 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has pulled a miracle.
That play, a crossfield pass by Wycheck to Kevin Dyson, enabled the Titans to win the AFC wildcard game against the Bills 22-16 in January of 2000. Titans ended up losing in the Super Bowl 23-16 to the St. Louis Rams. A series of concussions led Wycheck to retire from football and later led to his leaving a position on the Titans broadcast team. His family announced they'll work with experts for ongoing brain injury and CTE research. Ended up losing in the Super Bowl fall in his home in Chattanooga. He was 52. Basketball tonight, Westerns on the road at Wright State. Austin Peay travels to Southern Illinois. In hockey, the Preds are at home tonight. The Flyers are in town. Happy birthday today to UK wide receiver Barrion Brown. Barrion, for your birthday, we want a Gator Bowl win. That's it for your Tuesday on your Sports Edge. Westerns on the road at Wright.
During this holiday season, you have the power to make someone else's Christmas warm and bright. The Pennyrail Electric Plus One program allows you to turn just $1 into a helping hand for a neighbor in need. You simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for those in need. That should give you a nice warm feeling too. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online anytime at precc.com.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
Pennyroyal Hospice knows firsthand what it means to support local. Local businesses rely on your support each and every day to keep their doors open and support their families. And in turn, they support community organizations, just like Pennyroyal Hospice and so much more. Keep your dollars local and support our local businesses.
The Kentucky Dream Center and Mercy Chefs, with the support from their caring community partners, are warming hearts with their grocery box giveaway. They're inviting anyone affected by the recent tornadoes to Dawson Springs School December 16th from 2 to 4 to receive a week's worth of groceries, including a delicious, locally produced Kentucky Legend Spiral Ham. 1 box per family, please. Giving the gift of full bellies and happy hearts this season at Dawson Springs School December 16th. It isn't just food, it's a box of love while supplies last.
The holiday season is upon us, and it's the time of year where we find ourselves reflecting over the past year and those people who have helped make it special. Goodwin Insurance would like to wish you and the special people in your life a happy and joyous Christmas.
You've been listening to your WPKY News Edge. Find news 24 hours a day at WPKYonline.com.
It's getting close to broadcast time. Caldwell Sports will soon be on the air here on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The broadcast will also be worldwide at WPKYonline.com. Caldwell Sports is coming up.
Time to head live to the gym for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The WPKY Caldwell County pregame show is on the air. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cab. Tonight it's ladies action in high school basketball as the Caldwell County Lady Tigers will host the Hopkinsville Lady Tigers. We'll start breaking this one down on the Athletic Center pregame show next on your home for Lady Tiger basketball, 1580 103.3 WPKY and online at WPKYonline.com.
Pennyroyal Hospice Executive Director Kelly Martin.
Living to the fullest with Pennyroyal Hospice means relief. R is for when that time comes that you face a restriction in the health of your life. E is for the ease of access to get that help that you so desperately need. L is for the life boost that hospice provides both for the patient and for the family. I stands for the individualized plan of care for your loved one. E is for the emergency plan that is developed specifically for you as a hospice patient. The letter F, we fill in the gaps after someone passes with an amazing and extended bereavement program.
Living to the fullest means relief with Pennyroyal Hospice, celebrating 40 years of care for our loved ones.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Get in the holiday spirit with exclusive savings on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts. Delight the kid and everyone with $20 off every $100 spent on Case IH toys. Get $10 off the purchase of Case IH rechargeable LED work lights and give the gift of organization with 10% off Case IH tool storage products. Visit your Case IH dealer H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Russellville, Owensboro to save on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts.
Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Welcome back to the Cab as we get underway with the Athletic Center pregame show, getting us set for Caldwell County and Hopkinsville in girls basketball. This is the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Need game day attire? Stop in and check out their screen printing and embroidery work. That's the Athletic Center in Princeton, a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Dennis Stevens, Melissa Thomas here for the call with you tonight. John Miller, Camden McGregor in the truck. And, Coach, it's going to be a tough game for Caldwell County because you always get, no matter how good Hopkinsville is, they're going to bring speed. And that's something that we're going to have to battle tonight. And probably the most important aspect of it, and we'll get on straight to the injury report, we're going to do it without the services of our point guard this evening.
Yes, sir. It should be interesting tonight to see how we overcome that. That's going to be a huge challenge for our Lady Tigers. But, you got to look at it this way, Dennis. There's going to be times where our point guard may have fouls. There's going to be times where our point guard may have to come out of the game. So, hopefully we'll learn tonight how to play without her. And hopefully down the road. It's early. It's early in the season. Right. So if you're going to lose somebody to injury, now's really the time. So hopefully we'll get her back before too long, and then we can take this negative and turn it into a positive eventually.
And, of course, we're talking about Tink Clark, the talented freshman point guard for Caldwell County. Let's go ahead and do the injury report, brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the court. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Tink Clark out of the game tonight in a boot. Preliminary diagnosis is a strained Achilles. She's going to go back to the doctor, I think tomorrow, Coach Brown said, and get some more, another look at it. But it could be day to day. It could be up to maybe 4 to 6 weeks on that. They just don't know at this point. But for precautionary reasons, they put her in a boot. She is out on the floor walking around. Didn't seem to be any pain. But that's an injury that you can't just tape up, take some Advil, and play with. It's one that, like you said before we talked on the air, that you can make it worse if you try to play on something like that.
Yes, Dennis, Achilles injuries are tricky. They're one of the most difficult injuries to diagnose. They're one of the most difficult injuries to get over. You can't play through that. Some injuries you can play through the pain as long as it doesn't hurt, as tolerated. That's not an injury that you can play through the pain. So, she's going to have to take it easy. She's going to have to be patient, and we're just going to have to do without her until she's completely healed. That's an injury that can linger on, and it's early, and she's also early in her career.
Right.
So that's not an injury that we want to mess around with, because Tink has she has a lot of basketball in her future. So hopefully the doctors will take good care of her, and her coaches will take good care of her, and we'll make sure that she gets completely healed before we throw her back out there. Now, if I'm her coach, I'm going to want to put her back out there because we're going to need her. It's going to be a struggle for us tonight, because we struggle handling the ball anyway. And so you take our starting point guard out of the mix, and it's going to be a scary game for us. But we're going to make it. Maybe it'll make us stronger in the long run. Hopefully, Coach has adjusted and put in some offenses that will mitigate her being out tonight. But we'll just have to wait and see. You never know.
It's an opportunity for other players also to step up and realize they're going to have more playing time going into the game tonight. So maybe you mentally prepare a little bit better if you're some of the players that don't get as many minutes.
I think so. It's an opportunity. There's some players on that bench that haven't had an opportunity to step up and handle the ball. I'm just going to throw this out there and guess that we're not going to be dribbling through traps tonight. We're going to have to be throwing over the top, making a lot of passes tonight over the tops of traps, because we don't have really anybody that can dribble through traps. Tink can do it a little bit, but we're going to have to use our offense, and we're going to have to play good team basketball if we get any kind of pressure tonight. And
it's one of those opponents that if you're 100% healthy, it's still going to be a challenge because of the speed they bring. You're going to see some full court pressure. You're going to see, like you said, some traps. And this is a team that has a lot of quickness. Now, minus your point guard, the turnover issue is probably going to be the main thing. If Caldwell County can keep that down like they did against Dawson a few nights ago, we're going to be okay and stay in this game. If that gets to be a total of 20, 25-plus turnovers for this game, extremely difficult to ever win like that, especially against a fast team.
Yes, this is a game that we're going to have to slow it down. Coach talked early in the season about we're going to be able to run, we're going to be able to press people, we're going to be able to get up and down the floor. We may want to consider slowing that down tonight and taking care of the basketball. Every possession matters, and throwing it to the white shirts. That's what I told my girls before they left the house this morning. Throw it to the white shirts. We got to make sure we maintain possession of the basketball. I do think that will be the difference in this game tonight.
Just about 17 minutes on the clock before we tip this one off, but Hopkinsville a little bit late getting to the cab tonight. They just got here, went in the locker room, so I'm not sure if we'll tip this one off right at 6 or not, but it'll be somewhere around there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll start looking at some of the Lady Tigers to watch for tonight. That's next on the Athletic Center pregame show.
Fredonia Valley Bank encourages you to support our businesses, patronize our shops, savor the food from our local eateries, procure locally made products, and align with your bank. At Fredonia Valley Bank, the employees' decisions, commitment, and investments stem from the same soil as yours. They're more than just a bank. They are embedded in community life. Pledged to the prosperity of their customers and community, Fredonia Valley Bank is your definitive community bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Learn about your heart health with a simple scan. The Cardiology Clinic at Caldwell Medical Center features a highly trained team of heart health specialists and years of experience in cardiac health and wellness. Our specialists provide a wide range of cardiac-specific services, offering coronary artery calcium testing, stress test, echocardiograms, sleep studies, and more, all right here close to home. To schedule an appointment, visit caldwellmedical.com.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people, and getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
For 25 years, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant has been your choice for authentic Mexican food. They appreciate your business through the years. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Pair your favorite meals with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryouts. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. La Potosina Mexican Restaurant with locations in Princeton and Marion. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. And thanks again for 25 great years.
Powering your lives and lighting up your nights. Princeton Electric Plant Board's community spirit shines bright. Entrusted with the glow of our fields, they keep our Tigers' pathways illuminated to victory. A shout out goes to our Tigers, Preston Burrell and Cole Wyatt, as they roar into a new season. Good luck, Tigers. Here's to a safe and victorious year from your one and only Princeton Electric Plant Board. They're not just a service, they're community.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Dennis Stevens, Melissa Thomas here with you tonight to bring you the call as the Lady Tigers host the Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville tonight in high school action. Coach Thomas, we talked a little bit about Tink Clark being out tonight. She has a strained Achilles at this point is the diagnosis, but will not play tonight out in a boot on the floor, so no point guard for Caldwell County. But the Lady Tigers looked really good in that last outing against Dawson Springs, and they passed the ball well. They shot the ball well. They have some momentum coming into tonight. It's a young team, though, so how do you, as a coach, say, look back on that Dawson game, bring some of that fire in and not worry about who's starting at point guard tonight?
Well, you know, we've talked since the first game of the year, Dennis, about our goal needs to be just getting better every time we step out on the court. You know, we had some really good things to build on. You know, Briley Butts had an exceptional game against Dawson. If she comes out and shoots the ball as well as she did against Dawson, it won't matter, especially if we can get the ball across half court to her.
Right.
You know, if you can do those types of things, if you rebound well, if you take care of the basketball, you know, it's going to make up for Tink being on the bench. You know, we have 9 kids on the bench right now. Our bench is short, but what an opportunity! What an opportunity for other kids to step up. I think this game is going to be a growing game for us, even though we're down a player, and that's significant. There's lots of variables that go into playing a basketball game. And so each of these individual areas we want to grow in. And if we do that and we can look back on this game 5 or 6 games from now and say, hey, you know, we grew in that game in some way, that's got to be our goal for tonight.
Briley Butts, like you said, leading the team in scoring this year, 14 points a game, and missed one of those games this season, so 14 points a game. But she had 23 at the half against Dawson, came out, just had to get 3 in the second half as we played a lot of kids in that second half. But it's going to take a good night from her, and I think you hit the nail on the head. In the half-court offense, you got to get to that half-court offense, and that's probably going to be the key tonight against a team like Hopkinsville.
It's absolutely going to be the key. You know, Briley's shooting 45% from the three-point line. If we can get the ball and get into an offensive set, I think we'll be okay. It's that backcourt play that's going to matter. You know, Medline Thomas is going to have to step up tonight. She's going to have to help us handle the basketball. You know, and I mentioned this before the game started. She's battling sickness. She's had strep throat this week. But, you know, it's time. We're going to have to step up and play. We're going to have to battle through some of these things, and that's what you do. You know, when you're down a player already, that's part of growth. That's just part of getting older and more mature, is that, you know, when you have these little aches and pains and sicknesses, you battle through. You make it work. You make it happen. And I'm expecting that from her tonight. Some of our other, Jakaya, we talked about her against Dawson as kind of our do-it-all player. Mm-hmm. Well, tonight she's going to have to handle the ball. You know, she plays all 5 positions. Well, she's going to have to come in and help us in that 1 and 2 spots. She's traditionally doesn't have to play those spots all the time. Well, tonight she's going to have to do that. You know, she's a senior leader. You know, I expect her to step up and help fill that role of ball handler tonight.
And you've also got Morgan Akins, who's seen a lot of point guard play in the past. Did not play last year, but the year before was point guard for basically half the season, and has seen that spot some so far this season. So you've got any one of those 3 kids that can come in and do their best to take care of the basketball and get the offense going.
And they can do it, you know. I'm expecting Morgan to get the starting nod at point guard tonight because she probably has the most experience in that position. But she's going to need a lot. She's going to need some help. So hopefully these kids will step up and do what they need to do. You know, Nala has helped us handle the ball in the backcourt some this year. So we have several kids that we've rotated through that are fully capable of making it happen. We just can't get wild and out of control. We got to stay in control. We got to make the easy pass and use our offense in the backcourt, and I think we'll be okay.
On that note, they have stopped the clock with about 13 minutes before we tip off, so it will be a little bit after 6 for tonight's tip-off between Caldwell County and Hopkinsville. On that note, you talked about Jakiah Copeland a little bit, the lone senior on the team. She's been through the battle. She's seen injured players in the past, seen these Hopkinsville teams year after year. Is a lot going to fall on her shoulders on the court tonight. The coaches can call a timeout, bring them over and talk to them, but if things start getting a little bit fast for this team out on the court, she's got to be the calming person out on the court.
Absolutely is. And the one thing Jakiah has that's just rare is that she has the respect of everybody on the team. I've got two girls. I have two players on the team, and they absolutely adore Jakiah Copeland, and it's because she's so humble. She has a positive attitude. She just comes. She leads by example first, and she has the great qualities of a leader. And so you're absolutely correct. She's got to come. She's got to she's got to speak positive into her teammates. She's got to be a good teammate tonight, and I expect her to do that because that's what she always does. That's her role on this team. The game of basketball is a game of runs. It's going to go well for us at times, and then the bottom may fall out. But those spurts where the bottom falls out, we just have to make sure that those are short periods of time. Because a team like Hoptown, there could be, they could get 3 or 4 steals in a row, but it can't be 5, 6, 7, 8 steals in a row. And that's where your leadership comes in. That's where Jakiah's got to step up and huddle the group and say, all right, no more, let's go. We got this. Let's take control of this game. And if she does that tonight, I feel like we'll definitely have a chance to be competitive.
I think that's some of the things that the boys ran into at Hopkinsville just a few nights ago. This team got up and down the court so fast. I think they were just blinding speed for us. But then they would set up somebody for a spot-up corner three, one side or the other, every trip down the court. And Ken and I made the comment that Hopkinsville never took over 2 seconds to get down the court on any possession in all 32 minutes of that ball game.
And that's a style of play that's become very popular as of late. A lot of colleges are, that's kind of the way that the game has evolved. And so playing fast is fun. It's fun to watch. And if you can do it and do it without throwing the ball into the cheerleaders, teams can get really good at doing that. So we got to definitely be ready for that tonight.
Yeah, it's just those games where one team ends up in that 25-plus turnover category that it gets to be in a blowout situation. Hopefully not the case for the Lady Tigers tonight. We'll see how they respond to the absence of their point guard tonight. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about some Hopkinsville players to keep an eye on as we get set for Caldwell County and Hopkinsville coming up here in just about 12 minutes. This is the Athletic Center pregame show.
If you're involved in an auto accident, it's your choice where your vehicle is repaired. Some insurance companies refer you to pro shops because they give the insurance company discounts. But with those discounts, the insurance company has input on the parts used and might not always use what is best. At Price Used Body Shop, they're not partnered with an insurance company, but they give the same lifetime limited warranty to the person who owns the vehicle at the time of repairs. Visit Trice Hughes in Princeton for your vehicle repairs.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit fsmb.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What are we going to do? Doctor, will he be okay?
Unexpected happens. Goodwin Insurance Agency has you covered with auto, home, life, commercial, boat, and RV insurance. That way, when the unexpected happens...
Congratulations! It's a girl!
You're covered.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
At Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky, you're treated like family. Because to them, family is everything. Johnson's has the reputation of helping customers with brands you can count on, like GE Appliances. Shop their selection of GE appliances with premium finishes and features that make household chores easier, giving you time to do what matters. Bring home the long-lasting quality of GE appliances today. Trust Johnson's for furniture, bedding, and appliances. Because you're like family, and family is everything.
At YourSportsEdge.com, we strive every day to continue to bring you the gold standard in high school sports coverage with more on your teams and your players.
Where did it show up there?
And while they are not gold, those Crystal Awards we have won for doing what we love to do are pretty cool too.
That's something you see every day.
The Kentucky Broadcasters Best Digital Product Award winner. YourSportsEdge.com.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Dennis Stevens, Melissa Thomas here to bring you the call tonight between Caldwell County and Hopkinsville. Getting set for that one just now, about 9 minutes away. Taking a look at some players for Hopkinsville. Melissa, some things, you know if you play Crittenden County, you're going to get a bruising, defensive-minded game. You play Hopkinsville, you're going to have to get up and down the court and face a lot of pressure. They are scoring at a pretty good clip for an early season, 59 points a game. 3 kids in double figures, led by seniors Shia Forte at 17 points a game. Then you have junior Alicia Davis at roughly 14 points a game, 12 points a game for Katavia Fleming.
Yes, and, you know, just looking out there, the Forte kid, good size. If you look at her rebounding, she's always also in double-digit rebounds per game at 14.3. So I think keeping her off the glass, it looks like she must be getting a lot of offensive rebounds to get that scoring average up. So we're going to keep her off the glass. So, you know, they're averaging several more rebounds per game than we are. So I think that's another area that we need to really look at as the difference in the game. So turnovers and rebounds, I think, are two main focuses for us tonight.
And anytime you see, and you know this from playing, starring in high school basketball, if you're averaging 14 rebounds a game, you're getting some offensive boards.
Absolutely. You know, especially if you're averaging a double-double. You know, you can just write that down. A lot of those are putbacks.
Now, this team does not shoot the three really great either. I mean, Caldwell County is shooting roughly 25%. I think Hopkinsville is 28% on the season. But their total field goal percentage is pretty respectable, about at 44.5. Yeah,
they do have one kid that's shooting right at 40%. So we're going to have to keep an eye on her. That's Katavia Fleming. We don't want to let her get loose. She's 7 for 18 on the season. She's hit 2.3 per game. We don't want to let her get hot.
And this is a team that's 2-1 coming in. They beat Warren Central 51-43, lost to Madisonville North Hopkins 53-44, a respectable score there any season, and then just trounced Webster County 82-47. But you look at them against some of the powerhouse, the regular powerhouses like Madisonville, that's a pretty nice score if you're Hopkinsville early in the season against a team that a lot of people think is probably the region favorite.
And when you look at those scores, what that tells me is a couple of these teams were able to take care of the ball, and it looks like Webster wasn't. So, you know, the things that we've been talking about already, I think will be significant in this game. You know, Hopkinsville has they have the potential to put up a lot of points. When you score 82 points in girls high school basketball, that means you're getting steals and you're getting layups. So we want to try to eliminate the opportunity for Hoptown to be able to get easy points off of our miscues and off of our turnovers. So we have to take care of the basketball tonight.
Just about 6 minutes before we are set to tip this one off. It's going to be just a little bit after 6. The original time, Hopkinsville just a little bit late getting to the gym tonight. Matchups for Caldwell County. You have a couple of kids inside. We didn't mention them in the other segment, but you've got Lulu Thompson, Kadaria Thompson, that's averaging on rebounds She is 4.2. Then Jakiah Copeland at 4.5. But tonight's going to be a night you need those totals basically almost doubled.
Yes, we absolutely have to have double-figure rebounds tonight. And, you know, we're not shooting the ball that great. So I feel like our rebounding numbers need to go up for us to be successful. And we're going to be outsized tonight, and we're definitely a little bit they're a little bit more athletic than we are. So fundamental basketball is going to be important. We're going to have to good fundamental blockouts. The ball goes up. We can't run to the front of the rim and throw our hands up. We've got to run to our man and make sure we're blocking out and putting a body on somebody.
We've looked at totals both in the boys' games and in the girls' games as well at shooting percentages, free throw shooting percentages. Historically, is it always lower this early in the season and then gradually gets better, or is this just something that's off this year for both Caldwell County squads a little bit?
You know, shooting percentages have gradually decreased, I feel like, in the last 20 years, just overall. But traditionally, yes, you're not going to start out as well as you're going to end up. You want to hope that those percentages will increase, because a lot of times when you've only played 2 or 3 games, you know, not all your players have had an opportunity to even get to the line. Right. And your best shooters sometimes haven't got to the line enough for it to really make a difference. So you don't really want to get so caught up in those numbers early in the season. But you got to keep an eye on it. You know, I've always, you know, in my years of coaching, looked at those numbers religiously because they're important. You know, you need to shoot a decent free throw. Free throws win. Everybody knows that. Free throws win and lose basketball games for you. Yep. But your field goal percentage does too. You know, defense wins championships. Free throw or offense wins basketball games, and that's true. You know, if you look at our field goal percentage, it's not great, but Kadaria is leading us in field goal percentage, and she's 5th in number of shots taken. So as a coach, you got to look at those kinds of things, and what does that mean? Well, we got to get her more shots. And we've talked about how unselfish she is. Right. I feel like she needs to be a little bit more selfish. When she gets that ball in the paint, she's got to score for us underneath there.
Yeah, that's something we saw before the Dawson game. I think the girls did a great job against Dawson Springs in that district win. But before that, this is a very unselfish team top to bottom. And sometimes it was that extra pass, as you called it, that we need to eliminate and go ahead and put that shot up. And the ability to pass across this court tonight against Hopkinsville is going to be little to none.
Absolutely. We have to shorten those passing lanes. When you're playing against a team that's more athletic than you, they want you to throw it long. They want you to throw the ball up in the air so they can run underneath it and steal it. So we've got to shorten those passing lanes. And when we're open, we've got to take shots. We want to be unselfish. I understand what Coach is trying to do. He wants them to make the extra pass, but we want to make the extra pass, but we don't want to make the extra pass to the point where we're turning the ball over. When we're trying to eliminate turnovers, when we're open, we got to take shots, and we can't make too many passes, especially in the paint. I feel like when we get the ball in the paint, we got to be looking to score. A lot of times when we get the ball in the paint, we're looking to still make passes, and we got to be looking at the rim.
That's what I was just going to bring up when we had some turnovers the other night. When you've got to open 2 or 3 footer on the left side of the lane, it's not really benefiting you to try to force it across that lane in a crowd to get one from the right side. And that's something that we've got to go ahead and put the points on the board when they're available tonight and really for the rest of the season, not just against Hopkinsville.
Absolutely.
Melissa, I want to change the subject totally here for just a second. We have about a minute and a half before we go to the national anthem. Leadership team from Caldwell County, I think different schools, different primary, elementary, maybe or elementary and middle schools. We're in Frankfort today for the inauguration. Tell us a little bit about the program, the leadership program. And I say this because I have a granddaughter that I'm so proud of that was part of that, and we saw some videos today. That was some of the coolest things I saw all day long.
So I can talk all day about this because we have what we call our Student Lighthouse team, which is part of our Leader in Me curriculum. We're teaching our kids to be leaders, and we're doing it through the 7 habits of highly successful people. And we're teaching that on a kid level. And so we've selected at our school, our Student Lighthouse team are the leaders of our school. It's based on who is practicing those 7 habits, who are models in our school. So we selected that team. It was based on applications, and it was based on also teacher recommendation. So that team was able to go to the governor's inauguration today, which is an amazing experience for them. I'd like to thank our judge executive, Dakota Young. He reached out to Miss Laura Lee White, who's our DPP, and said, hey, I've got this opportunity. The governor's reached out to me. Who would be a good group to send? And she thought immediately of our Student Lighthouse team because they're basically running our school right now. So they do everything from they lead all of our celebrations. They shared just recently at a board meeting about our Leader in Me program. So I'm extremely proud of that group of students. And they had an amazing experience today. They were able to walk in the inauguration parade. And I'm just so thrilled about the opportunity that they've had. So lots of people to thank that took them to that today, and just amazing group of students. I'm proud of them.
And it looked like they had a ball and something they'll remember for the rest of their lives as well. So congratulations to that Lighthouse team. Time now for tonight's national anthem. After that, the starting lineups as we get set for Caldwell County and Hopkinsville.
Experience the magnificence of the American flag. Embrace the resonance of our national anthem. The veterans of foreign wars of the United States respects these symbols deeply, having protected our freedom tirelessly. Join the ranks of Princeton's VFW 5595 and VFW Auxiliary as they salute all who honor our emblem of liberty with the playing of our national anthem by our very own Band of Pride.
$1580, 103.3 WPKY. Princeton. Light it up. It's time for tip-off. Caldwell County basketball is on. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Back to the cab, and we are underway here with Caldwell County and Hopkinsville. Hopkinsville with the first bucket of the night. Caldwell County back the other way. That one knocked out of bounds. And that basket was by, we are just now getting, Hopkinsville late getting to the gym tonight. We are just now getting their lineup. That was number 10, Katavia Fleming, or excuse me, number 50 with the bucket. We'll get that number in just a second. Shot from the corner is off the mark. Rebound Hopkinsville. They are quickly back up the court. Fleming with the basketball. Nice cut inside. Ball gets away. Caldwell County man-to-man defensively to start this one. Drive down the lane, knocked away. Good job by Copeland to knock that one away into the hands of Nyla Sykes. Sykes to Akins. Akins down the court, into the corner to Butts. Butts has it very tight, man-to-man pressure from Hopkinsville, and Butts drives the baseline and gets fouled.
It's a good start for the Lady Tigers. Akins takes it up the floor, patient, under control. We get the ball to our leading scorer, who takes it in and gets fouled.
Goodwin Insurance free throws coming up for Briley Butts. Just underway here at the cab. First one up and good. Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Contact Goodwin Insurance for a free quote. You may have heard in the pregame show, Caldwell County playing without the point guard Tink Clark tonight with an Achilles injury. Will be out at least tonight, and we'll get more on her as the days go by for the game next week. Cross-court pass in the lane, shot up by Hopkinsville, no good. Battle underneath, Lulu Thompson in a battle with number 15, Shia Forte.
That was an excellent position, good block out there. We talked about that before the game. Lulu did an excellent job of keeping her off the glass.
Caldwell County back the other way, facing some pressure. They break the press. Ball loose now. Butt's able to get it back, throws it looking for Sykes.
So that time we closed that passing lane a little bit too tight. We got too close on top of each other, and there was nowhere to pass it to, and we ended up throwing it out of bounds.
Hopkinsville walks it across, picks up Caldwell County half court. Caldwell County defensively went to a zone that possession. Shot is an air ball out of the corner by Hopkinsville. They get the rebound in the far corner, kick it back out. Shot up and good. That is number 15, Shia Forte.
Looks like Forte is a do-it-all kind of kid. She's already taken it to the hole, and she just hit a three.
Man-to-man pressure, full court. Akins trying to break it, pulls up her dribble. That one stolen away. And an easy layup on the other end by number 10, Katavia Fleming.
We can't abandon her right there. Wings kind of left Morgan. We got to come back to the ball in that situation.
Up-court pass to Butts, just a little bit over her head. It was a good idea. Butts, if she had had that one just a little bit lower, had a lane to take it to the basket. But it's a turnover, Caldwell County. 6:05 left to play in the first quarter. Hopkinsville leads this one early, 7-2.
So that's 3 turnovers in a row. Here's where we got to say, okay, let's take care of the basketball in this next possession.
Little 1-2-2 or boxing one as Caldwell County defends Hopkinsville. A corner three off the glass by number 10, Fleming. Fleming, the senior, having a big game. 10-2 now. 2 threes early on a team that we talked about in the pregame does not shoot the three very well. Butts double team, gets out of it. Caldwell works it over to an open Copeland. Copeland tries to go in the lane, and that one picked off in heavy traffic. Hopkinsville back the other way, behind the back dribble. Shot up, no call, little contact. It's Sykes with the rebound. Sykes gets it up court. Butts on the block, no good. Rebound comes down to Thompson. She gets it back out to Butts, and Caldwell County will reset. Tried to go inside to Copeland. That one picked off by Forte. Forte down the court. Takes the ball up, and no good, but a foul called, and it'll be 2 shots coming up for Shia Forte.
So that's 5 turnovers already to start this game. Taking care of the basketball, it's so very important.
At the line is Forte. First one up and in.
I'm really impressed with Forte so far in the game. She's a big kid. She's shooting threes. She's getting rebounds. You know, we're only 3 minutes in the game, and she's done a little bit of everything.
Second free throw is good. 12-2 is the lead for Hopkinsville. They keep the pressure on after the made free throws. Akins gets the basketball, brings it up the court for Caldwell County. Over to Copeland, to Sykes. Sykes gets around her defender, goes to the hole, has it blocked, but a foul called.
That might be a good strategy, is just take it straight to Forte, make her foul us. That might be our only chance, Dennis.
And it is Nyla Sykes at the line. First one up and good. And I thought this was a technical if they catch it on the court. I'm not seeing a 24 in the roster book. We took a picture of that and have it up here. Number 24 did go in the game, but is not in the official scorebook. So she is on the right block working against Thompson. Second free throw is good by Sykes, and it is 12-4. Hopkinsville with the lead, 4:53 to play in the first quarter. Spot up three in the corner, well off the mark. That ball goes out of bounds off of Hopkinsville. Good job by Sykes. She had good position, went off the leg of number 10, and that's Katavia Fleming. Caldwell County facing that man-to-man pressure. They get it into Butts. Butts pulls it back, now working one-on-one. Across half court to the left side. Butts off a screen at the top of the key, but it gets called for travel. Wanted to pass. She saw Nyla cutting towards the goal, but could not get the jump stop made to get set to make that pass, and it's a turnover, Caldwell County.
Yeah, Bradley's in a position she's not normally having to be in, so She's rushing a little bit. We got to just settle down and get into our offense.
Another open three, no good. Rebound Hopkinsville. They throw it back in. Forte comes out with it, throws it up, no good. Rebound by number 24, no good. And finally, Sykes able to pull that one down. Pretty physical play inside tonight as well as we get near 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Very physical. They're letting them play out there.
Good drive and kick to the corner. Butts misses the three. Rebound Hopkinsville. Quickly back up the other way. Shot up and no good. Sykes battling for the rebound. Does not get it. Comes down to Hopkinsville. They get it to Forte. Drives the lane. No good. And a late whistle.
Late whistle. And that's inconsistent from what we've been seeing. They've been letting that contact go.
And I thought they were going to let that one go because it was about a second after the shot was up that he decided to blow the whistle. Forte's free throw is good.
I don't think he ever let us. I think they're going to recognize 24 is not in the book right here, but he's never said who that foul was on.
They put it on second foul on Copeland. So they'll come back and I think you're right, Melissa. I think they picked it up at the scorer's table as well, that number 24 checked in the game, but not in the book. Forte at the line. That one well short. Good block out by Copeland. And now they will come down and shoot the technical because of the incorrect scorebook. Aikens will go to the line for Caldwell County. There's not even a 24 in the KHS AA printout either.
Yeah, we don't know who 24 is. Maybe they picked her up on the way.
Free throw up and off the front of the rim, no good. Davini Williams set to check in after this second technical free throw by Aikens. This one up and good. 13-5 your score, 3:51 to play in the first quarter. Hopkinsville using that press, turning Caldwell County into a handful of turnovers at this point. I would say somewhere in the 5 to maybe 6 range. Again, pressure in the backcourt. They try to get it into Aikens and do. She gets it to Sykes. Sykes, top of the key, is going to pull it back out. Sykes dribbles, looking to get around the defender, and hand check too much by number 10, Fleming. That is the first foul on Fleming. Caldwell County will inbound right in front of the Hopkinsville bench. Aikens will put it in play. Caldwell County goes box off the lane. Officials still in some discussion with the scorer's table. While they decide what they need to do from the official standpoint, Sykes comes over to take it out of bounds. Sykes looks around, gets it over to Aikens. Aikens had number 3, Alicia Davis, all over her back, and Davis will get called for the foul on that one.
That was a good job of Morgan continuing to come to that pass. We had to step to our passes tonight.
And that is the 5th foul, Melissa, under the new rules this year in KHS AA high school basketball. It is 5 fouls per quarter, then you get 2 shots. The 1-and-1 is completely gone out of high school basketball in Kentucky this season. So Aikens will step to the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws.
And after 4 games, I still don't know if I like this rule or not.
That one just off the mark. Right now, this could help us in the first quarter, as that's 5 fouls already, still with 3:42 to play in the first quarter. And Hopkinsville already putting Caldwell County in the bonus.
And all of our points so far have been from the free throw line.
Second free throw by Aikens is good. 13-6. Caldwell County quickly comes back, settles in that 2-3 zone. Corner 3, in and out, rebound underneath. Hopkinsville got away with a travel, but a steal by Nyla Sykes. And that kid is playing some ball underneath. Melissa Sykes is really blocking out well. She's had her hands on at least 3 or 4 different possessions.
She has, and she's a kid that can also match their athleticism.
Tonight's tip-off was brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, it's Travis Construction and Concrete.
And here we are at the line again. So, free throws is not something we mentioned to start the game, but it could be a difference maker.
That one halfway down and back out for Sykes. Checking back into the ball game for Hopkinsville is number 15. That's Shia Forte, the leading scorer and rebounder. I would say she's probably pushing that 6-foot mark.
For sure.
Sykes' second free throw is good. So Caldwell County shooting about 50% from the line, or in that neighborhood right now early. 3.5 to play, 13-7 Hopkinsville, as Caldwell County trying to chip away at that big lead Hopkinsville had to begin. Double team on the baseline. Hopkinsville able to break it, gets it back out to Forte, swings it over to Fleming. Into the corner it comes to Davis, gets a friendly bounce on the three, and it drops 16-7. Thomas.
We cannot make lazy passes. They will get picked off every time.
Back to Thomas. Thomas wants to drive, wants to go inside now. Tried to hit Davany Williams. She's well covered.
That was 2 lazy passes by Thomas. Somebody needs to tell her we can't make those.
And Aiken steps into a pass underneath looking for Forte, able to knock that one away. Now she's double teamed. And a timeout called on the court by Coach Brown, trying to save that possession. We'll keep it right here, Camden, on the timeout on the first one here. Timeouts this season brought to you by our friends at U-Ride. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and remaining committed to you even after the sale. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride supports all of our Caldwell County Tigers and Lady Tigers. 2:42 left to play in the first quarter, 16-7. Lady Tigers from Hopkinsville with the lead. Caldwell County will have the ball inbound outside of this timeout.
All 7 of our points are from the free throw line. We're 7 of 10. Hopefully we get a few more free throws.
And we very well likely will, because Hopkinsville has the 5 fouls here in the first quarter. Caldwell County only with 2 so far. Hopkinsville, as we expected, bringing backcourt pressure. Sykes to put it in play. Went towards Akins. That one knocked out of bounds by Fleming. We'll try this one again right at midcourt. Sykes has got to get somebody open. Goes over to Akins. Akins drives it to the lane. Drags that pivot foot.
Morgan. It's like she was looking for somebody to pass to.
Yeah.
We've got to score that.
We talked about that in the pregame show, Melissa. Those are shots, especially you get down on the blocks or inside of that. Just go up. If you don't make the shot, chances are you're going to get fouled anyway.
That's right.
Davis with another 3. That one no good. Sykes had the rebound, wanted to dribble before she really got it under control, and it goes off her foot. Turnover, Caldwell County. Briley Butts checks back into the ball game. And Lulu Thompson will come out for the Lady Tigers with 2:25 left to play in the first quarter. Davis to put it in play, finds Fleming, an open 3 on the way, no good. Forte with the rebound, takes it back to the hole, shot up, no good. Sykes, again, active underneath, knocks that one over to the corner, chases it down, and she'll bring it up herself to beat that press. Sykes, good jump stop, hands it off to Akins. Akins looks over the man-to-man. Hopkinsville in a man-to-man, but they keep it really packed in inside that free throw line. Forte went for the steal, had it momentarily, throws it back in to keep from going out of bounds. Caldwell County with the basketball. Work it into the corner to Sykes.
Good
corner
shot.
2 is good.
That was good ball movement right there.
And a 30-second timeout. U-Ride timeout on the court with 1:45 left to play in the first. 16-9 Hopkinsville. Back after this.
Depositing checks into your Planters Bank checking account just got even easier. In addition to stopping by any of our convenient locations, you can now deposit checks for free, even on the go. It's like having a Planters Bank teller wherever you are. With a simple snap from your smartphone's camera, your check deposit is in the bank. Planters Bank Deposit. Reason number 43 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers! Good luck this season."
Back to the cab as we All right, a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Hopkinsville with a lead 16-9. Caldwell County finally breaks through from the field. That last possession with Nyla Sykes hitting down low. Hopkinsville works it underneath, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Med Thomas. Thomas finds Akins. Akins had Briley Butts up the court, could not get it to her quick enough. Butts now comes out and meets it at half court. Got away with maybe a double dribble and gets fouled on the play.
Yeah, we caught a break right there. Again, though, we got one of our best shooters going to the free throw line, so that's keeping us in the game. We got to knock them down right here.
At the line is going to be Briley Butts. She steps up for a Goodwin Insurance free throw. First one up and good.
This has been a long quarter, Dennis.
A lot of fouls by Hopkinsville. Fortunately, keeping us in it right now at the line. The ladies improving on that 50% season mark. Butts misses the second. They're going to say did not hit rim, so goes to Hopkinsville out of bounds.
Our defense isn't looking too bad.
Shot three is no good. Forte knocks it out of bounds. Again, had to go over Nyla Sykes, who is extremely active. She's playing a whale of a game, maybe not from the offensive standpoint, but under the boards. She is keeping Hopkinsville from getting a lot of second chance points.
She is. I know we've given up 16 points, which is a lot in a quarter, but they've hit 3 threes. They're doing it. They've shot the ball really well, especially early in this quarter.
Caldwell County breaks the press. Akins drives it down the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Davany Williams. Williams goes up and had a player hanging on her arm.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to call that. I felt like Morgan got fouled going in.
That's to Haley Mason.
But Davany did an exceptional job of following that up, and then we get another foul called.
1:06 left to play in the first, and Caldwell County with 2 more chances at the stripe with Goodwin Insurance free throws. This one up and in and out. I thought that was bottom the whole way. First foul on to Haley Mason. Williams will get her second. This one up, short off the front of the rim. Fleming with the rebound for Hopkinsville. Quick outlet pass down the court. They'll hit Forte, and
nice.
Forte gets called for the charge. Great job by Davany Williams to draw that charge. She was set.
She was absolutely set, and she did a good job of taking that charge. That was a real charge. What I mean by that, there wasn't any flopping. She took a hit right there on that one.
Caldwell County to inbound with Sykes. Sykes looking for somebody to get open, heaves it up to Butts at half court. Butts over to Akins. Akins for three. Good. Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer. Morgan Akins with the bucket. 16-13 as we are under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Crawling back in this one, Dennis.
Get game day ready at Little Caesars in Princeton with a 6:49 hot and ready. Hopkinsville drives underneath. Williams with a nice rebound. Ball knocked away. Williams comes back to get it. Goes to Sykes. Right in front of the scorer's table, too high for Nyla. Turnover Caldwell County.
You know, that was simply a bad angle. Nyla was getting ready to work her way back to the ball, and Davany let it fly a little bit too soon.
30 seconds to play in the quarter. Hopkinsville puts it in play. Caldwell County 2-3 zone. A three on the way. No good. Sykes with another rebound defensively for Caldwell County. She finds Akins. Akins pushing it down. Tries to go underneath to Butts. Knocked out of bounds by Hopkinsville.
That was a great look. That was the right pass to make. We just got to hit her in the hands and not the feet.
Melissa, are you surprised that Hopkinsville taking so many threes in this game, considering they only shoot about 28%?
You know, I'm not surprised because they came out and hit a few. And sometimes teams will do that, you know.
Missed by Caldwell County. Rebound. Hopkinsville back the other way. In the corner, down to inside of 1 second. Shot up, would not have counted. And at the end of one, a respectable score for Caldwell County here. It's Hopkinsville 16, Caldwell County 13. Back after this.
You'll find over 30 years experience to work for you at U-Ride in Princeton. They are hometown proud and ready to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely. You'll find variety and quality vehicles along with on-the-lot financing. And of course, you can always apply online at uridesales.com. Stop by or call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff at U-Ride on Marion Road in Princeton. 270-365-3018. Hometown proud. Go Tigers!
The winningest college basketball program of all time.
Forever! The greatest tradition in college basketball.
Kentucky basketball.
Pull up three, right time.
Lives here.
UK takes on North Carolina this Saturday. The coverage begins at 3. You can listen to the coverage on WKDZRadio.com and
on 106.5 WKDZ.
First Southern National Bank wishes the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Back to the cab after one. It's Hopkinsville 16, Caldwell County 13. Second quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. Stop out and check everything right here before the holidays. They may have something you can't live without for your home for Christmas at Cozy Living. Caldwell County 2-3 zone. Hopkinsville waste no time trying to get shots up. Shot up and no good, but it was Copeland had good position, although it came down into the hands of Hopkinsville. Now Sykes.
Another rebound.
Gets up off the floor, gets that one for Caldwell County.
Now we
Pressure
can't
in
leave
the
her.
backcourt.
So that's happened a couple times. We get that rebound.
Tough pass. Forte steps in, picks that one off. Going to the basket, that one up and in. Shy of Forte with the steal and the bucket, 18-13. Caldwell County breaks the press nicely that time. Sykes down the court. Over to Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key. Butts with the baseline run. Instead, Thomas comes back over to Sykes. Sykes, good head fake up off the glass and in. Farmers Bank shop. Nyla Sykes having a whale of a game tonight. Pulls Caldwell County back within 3.
Nyla's everywhere. She's playing well on both ends of the floor. She's giving us a spark.
It's Hopkinsville working around that 2-3 zone of Caldwell County. Inside it goes to Forte in the lane. Shot up, no good. A push is going to be called, I think, on Briley Butts, and I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, with the way this game's being played, that was a weak foul.
Stops the clock with 6:49 left to play. It'll send Forte to the line for Hopkinsville. First foul on Briley Butts. First one off the front of the rim, no good. Checking in is the mysterious number 24 for Hopkinsville. They had a technical call on her because they do have a 23 in the lineup. But 23 is to Haley Mason. Second free throw is good. And Caldwell County gets it into Butts on the inbounds. Up to Thomas. Thomas at half court. Lobs it up to Sykes. Caldwell County tried to go underneath to Williams. That one picked off by a very fast Alicia Davis. Davis trying to back down. Sykes kicks it back out. Fleming for 3. No good. Rebound chased down in the corner by Davis, but throws it out of bounds looking for Forte.
The three-point shooting for the Hoptown Tigers, they've gone a little cold. They started this game, hit 3 threes early, but fortunately for the Caldwell Tigers, they've gone cold.
Thompson in for Williams. And as long as they stay cold, Caldwell County is probably going to stay in that 2-3 zone.
Absolutely. It's working out well for us.
Pass up the court. Nice look from Ed Thomas up to Briley Butts. Butts gets knocked down hard under the basket on the layup attempt, so she'll step to the line for 2 shots.
I like the way Briley was aggressive to the basket right there. She got fouled, but she gave herself a chance there by going in hard.
So Butts at the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Stop by Goodwin Insurance anytime for a free quote. Briley's first one is good. A lot of spin on it. That one almost came back out. In for Hopkinsville is number 32, Kamara Sheffield. And Alicia Davis back in the ball game for the Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville. Butts at the line, leading scorer for Caldwell County. That one a friendly roll, nice shooter's touch as it crawls over the front of the rim. 19-16 the score, 19-17, excuse me. with 6:20 left to play.
Hopefully that'll get Briley going here.
Inside, knocked away by Thompson into the hands of Sykes. Sykes looking to get it up the court, into the corner to Butts. Nice touch pass by Briley Butts. Thought she was going to get knocked out of bounds.
Briley showing her athleticism there. She leaps up to get the pass and makes the pass before coming back down on the court. Not many girls can do that.
Caldwell County gets it into Thomas. Thomas over to Butts. Open three from the right wing. Just off the mark, short.
That's a good shot. I'm glad she stepped up and took that.
Davis down the lane, throws it up, no good. Ball stolen away by Butts, but Butts tied up by Davis. Possession arrow to Caldwell County.
That's a jump ball right there. You'll hear a lot. We just got to pull that out of there. Girls get a lot of jump balls because they don't pull it out of there.
Inbounds pass to Med Thomas. Thomas over to Butts, stolen away by Davis. Davis takes it left hand off the glass and in. Davis with a lot of speed. And some talk again at the scorer's table. Thomas is going to come out, and it's going to be Morgan Akins in for Caldwell County. In it comes to Butts. Butts back over to Sykes. Caldwell County working against that zone. They get it up to Akins. Akins stops her dribble to Butts. Butts inside. And it's Copeland off the glass for the bucket.
Left wide open there. I'm not sure what the breakdown was, but Hoptown had a breakdown on defense and left her wide open.
Wild shot on the other end. Forte gets the rebound, goes back up. Tie up underneath as Copeland and Forte have it. And possession arrow will stay with Hopkinsville. 5:10 left to play in the first half. 21-19. Hopkinsville with only a 2-point edge.
Hoptown's getting frustrated, which is a good sign for the Caldwell Tigers. They're missing a lot of easy shots. They're getting frustrated. They're having breakdowns on defense. This is our time to make a run right here. We got to take advantage of their frustration.
And you love seeing the more Hoptown takes those threes while Caldwell County stays in this zone. You love it. A runner, no good. Battle underneath, out of bounds off of Hopkinsville.
And we're eliminating their offensive rebounds. That's been the difference, too, in the second quarter.
I think that's been a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Especially with Nyla Sykes and now Briley Butts getting some good position on that last possession. It is Sykes on the right wing. She's going to dribble around. Picked up at the top of the key. In it goes to Copeland. Copeland, very patient, gets it back out. Sykes for three, no good. Rebound down to Sharber. Sharber gets it to Davis, quickly back the other way. Davis, a runner in the lane, dives on the back of the rim and falls in. 23-19, Hopkinsville.
That was a nice shot.
Steal away by Forte. Forte, left hand all the way up the lane, back tap by Sykes. Knocks it out of bounds, but it's off of Forte.
I think we just found Forte's weakness. We got to force her left.
Absolutely. And it is, I think we're going to talk about who that's out on. Nyla Sykes back tapped it, and they're going to leave it with Caldwell County.
Yeah, it looked to me like it went off Forte's knee.
Coach Keith Leslie not happy about that on the Hopkinsville end. 4:20 left to play. And a U-Ride timeout on the court by Caldwell County with 4:18 to play in the first half. 23-19 Hopkinsville, back in 1 minute.
What if I told you that just $1 could determine whether someone else stays warm this holiday season? Pennyrile Electric can take that buck and do just that. Through Pennyrile Electric's Plus One program, you simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for local neighbors in need. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online anytime at precc.com. Merry Christmas from Pennyrile Electric.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athletes. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, athletics, and achievements at Chick-fil-A AAA Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Back to the cab as we have 4:18 left to play in the first half. Lady Tigers trail Hopkinsville 23-19. Lady Tigers looking good, Melissa, without the play of point guard Tink Clark in tonight because she's out with an Achilles injury.
I agree. I feel like the player that stepped up so far has been Nyla Sykes.
Akins dribbles against man-to-man pressure, double teamed at the top of the keys, loses the ball. Now it's Hopkinsville 3-on-2 the other way. Layup up and no good. Akins gets the rebound. Caldwell County wants to run. Had Sykes breaking down the sideline. Now Akins has to dribble out of trouble, gets it down the court. Underneath it goes to Butts. Butts, cross-court pass to Copeland, misses a shot. Inside was Thompson for the rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Forte, throws it out, but stolen back away by Akins. Akins thought about the three at the top of the key, gets it to Butts, back to Akins. 3:36 left to play in the first half. That one tipped and picked up by Hopkinsville. Tried to throw it off Briley Butts and out of bounds, but Butts able to avoid the ball, and it stays Caldwell County basketball.
Good hustle both ways right there. A lot of things happen in that possession.
It is.
But both teams hustling. I love it.
Thompson comes out. Davany Williams back in. Williams had some good minutes a little bit earlier in this game. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Copeland. Copeland out to Sykes. Sykes burying that 10 to 12 footer from that left side.
There she is. Sykes is really turning it on. She's been a difference maker in this game so far.
Caldwell County sticking in that 2-3 zone. Hopkinsville has not been the most patient team attacking that zone. This time goes into Forte, and a foul is called underneath.
No, they really don't want to set up and run an offense. You can tell. And the reason why, you asked me earlier, am I surprised by the number of threes taken? I feel like that's part of their strategy. They're used to being able to get offensive rebounds. Shoot it, and their big girls are going to get it. The difference is we're rebounding well. That's why we're able to stay in this game.
Forte makes the first of two. That foul, second on Briley Butts. That free throw, no good. Tapped out. Sykes with another rebound for Caldwell County, just inside the free throw line. Lady Tigers only down by 3, 24-21. Sykes into the corner. Butts wide open, lets the three fly. That one hits the side of the backboard, goes up in the support, and it will be Hopkinsville basketball. But you still like how she spotted up for that three and was looking to shoot.
Absolutely do, and I hope she's not discouraged by that. We need her scoring for us. Shooters have to shoot, Dennis.
Yeah, you got to forget that last shot. Shooters have to have short memories.
For sure.
It is Davis in the lane, has it knocked away, but right into a teammate's hands. No good on the follow-up shot, and out of bounds off the hands of Copeland.
Jakai had really good position right there. We just fumbled around with it too long, and it ends up out of bounds.
To put it in play is Davis for Hopkinsville. In it comes to Sharber. Sharber underneath.
Oh, how
Forte
did she get so open?
Got away on a screen and was wide open from point-blank range on the left side of the goal, 26-21. Hopkinsville had a big lead to start this game as Caldwell County battled turnovers, but the Lady Tigers have clawed back, mostly at the free throw line. Bad pass by Akins. Inside, stolen away by Forte. Bounce pass underneath. Shot up and good by Davis.
I feel like we're running out of gas a little bit this last 2 minutes of the half. We got to suck it up right here.
It is Butts, left corner, looks it over, drives baseline. Nice job, Briley Butts.
Riley.
Off the glass, but no good. And a foul called as Akins went for the tie-up. And I think they got Copeland. No, 22. Yeah, that was on Akins.
That was Morgan.
28-21. Hopkinsville trying to get a little separation here towards the end of the first half with 1:45 left to play. Lady Tigers sticking with that 2-3 zone. Inside it goes. Sharber up and in. And a 2-point game is stretched out to a 9-point lead now for Hopkinsville.
That was a nice little roll to the basket. That's going to be hard to stop if they stick with that.
Underneath, Butts.
Good job,
Shot up and
Butts.
in, and the foul as Sharber gets her from behind. Nice look by Nyla Sykes to find Butts underneath on that left block.
That's a good job of Nyla making something happen. Good penetration to the basket. Briley rolls to the rim, and we got a good chance here to claw back in.
Goodwin Insurance free throw coming up for Butts. It's up and too strong off the back of the rim. Forte with the board for Hopkinsville. Kids averaging a double-double on the season. They try to work it into her. Nice deflection by Davini Williams, but into the hands of Fleming. Fleming drives, kicks it to the wing. They'll push her to the baseline. Wild shot, no good. Forte gets the rebound for Hopkinsville. Back out to Sharber. Calls for it back. Gets a good cut up and in. Forte with nice speed and court recognition.
Yeah, we don't want her to get going. She's become very active in this last 2 minutes of the half. We got to put a body on her.
Caldwell works it in, and that's a pass you want to see Briley go ahead and take that shot. Instead, tries to go back top of the key, stolen away by Alicia Davis. And Hopkinsville stretched this thing out to 11 points here in the last 2 minutes or so of the second quarter. Inside in the middle of the lane, Copeland off the glass and in. Farmers Bank shot, Jakaya Copeland. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, your home of the Tiger debit card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. 14 seconds left for Hopkinsville. Davis lobs into Sharber, and Davini Williams will pick up the foul as she sent Sharber to the floor.
Yeah,
First
that was
foul on Williams.
absolutely a foul by Davini, and the guy underneath the basket somehow missed it. The referee by the scores table had to call that.
That's true. A good foul by Caldwell County because Hopkinsville still not in the bonus. Inbounds play gives them a three look, no good. Caldwell County with 5 seconds. Copeland up to Butts. Butts is going to launch from half court off the side of the rim. That one looked good for a long time. We'll go to the locker room at the half. It's Hopkinsville 34, Caldwell County 25. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get underway with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report next on WPKY.
Craving home-style comfort? Step into Kay's Kitchen and say goodbye to hunger with flavorful home-cooked dishes. Dive into the menu, brimming with hearty, taste-bud-tickling delights, or enjoy one of the delectable daily specials. At Kay's, they're dishing up more than just food. They're serving memories in a warm and inviting atmosphere. Take a bite of nostalgia at Kay's Kitchen, where the essence of comfort is folded into every morsel.
Get in the holiday spirit with exclusive savings on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts. Delight the kid and everyone with $20 off every $100 spent on Case IH toys. Get $10 off the purchase of Case IH rechargeable LED work lights and give the gift of organization with 10% off Case IH tool storage products. Visit your Case IH dealer H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Russellville, Owensboro to save on genuine Case IH parts, service, and gifts.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Pennyroyal Hospice Executive Director, Kelly Martin.
Living to the fullest with Pennyroyal Hospice means relief. R is for when that time comes that you face a restriction in the health of your life. E is for the ease of access to get that help that you so desperately need. L is for the life boost that hospice provides both for the patient and for the family. I stands for the individualized plan of care for your loved one. E is for the emergency plan that is developed specifically for you as a hospice patient. The letter F, we fill in the gaps after someone passes with an amazing and extended bereavement program.
Living to the fullest means relief with Pennyroyal Hospice, celebrating 40 years of care for our loved ones.
I'm in a bind. I need someone to watch my pets while I go visit my folks for the holidays.
Have you heard about the new place, Critter Care?
No. Where's that?
It's in the old Rogers Vet building on Masonic Drive.
I see. But there's Timmy's guinea pig. I'll still need someone to come to the house.
No worries. They take all family pets. So you can take the dog and the guinea pig.
Seriously? That's fantastic news. I'm calling today to make an appointment before they get booked up.
Follow on Facebook at Critter Care LLC for info and updates.
Fiber internet is significantly more reliable than traditional internet options. EnergyNet's gigabit fiber will allow you to experience life on the internet without limits and barriers. Packages include whole home Wi-Fi, unlimited data usage, unparalleled reliability, no contracts, and 24/7 local support. Packages start at $59.95 per month, and we deliver the entire internet at full speed. You can sign up for faster, more reliable internet service at goenergynet.com.
The halftime show is on. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
We are back at the cab at the half. It's Hopkinsville 34, Caldwell County 25. Time to get underway with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Hopkinsville leads this one by 9 at the half. They jumped out to a 12-2 lead over Caldwell County, courtesy of the press and some turnovers by the Lady Tigers early. Caldwell County battled back mostly at the free throw line, getting their first 7 points at the line before breaking through from the field. And this game pretty much a 3-point game throughout the first half until about 2 minutes left in the half when Hopkinsville started to pull away. Melissa, Caldwell County's been impressive at times tonight, especially consider playing without their point guard, Tink Clark.
You know, we talked before the game started about this being a game of runs. In the last 2 minutes of that half, we turned the ball over, and what some people sometimes don't realize is a turnover is worth 4 points. Is worth the 2 points that we didn't get and the 4 points and the 2 points that we give up on the other end. So the last 2 minutes of that game for Hoptown, and they were able to extend this lead a little bit. Like you said, it was a 3-point game going into that. So starting this second half, we've got to be under control, take care of the basketball, and go back to not allowing those easy baskets by Hoptown.
Time now for the stats of the first half, brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply, Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. They have stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to take care of all of your needs, and they wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers the best of luck this season. For the first half stats, I'll turn it over to Melissa.
So we've got only 3 players that have put on the scoreboard for the Hoptown Tigers. We've got Alicia Davis with 12, one of those being a three-pointer. We've got Forte with 14. She's been the do-it-all kid for Hoptown. She kind of went away early in the second quarter, but she showed up in a big way for Hoptown late in the second quarter with 14 points. And then we have Taria Sharper with 4. I know I'm butchering some of these names, but I'm doing the best that I can. On the Caldwell side, Nyla Sykes has been a difference maker for us tonight. She's leading us with 9 points. We've got Riley Butts, our leading scorer, with 7. Most of those being from the free throw line. She's 5 of 7 from the free throw line. We've got Morgan Akins with 5 points, and we've got Jakai Copeland with 4. For the first half, Dennis, we are 10 of 17 from the free throw line. Now, the first quarter and the second quarter were the tale of 2 quarters because we were 8 of 14 in the first quarter and only 2 of 3 from the second quarter. So, Hoptown did a better job of not fouling us in that second quarter, and that made a difference in the scoring. Hoptown was 3 of 4 from the free throw line in the first quarter and 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 5 of 8 in the first half. Our free throws, we're outscoring them from the free throw line. by 5, and I think that's been an advantage for us.
Talk a little bit about this 2-3 zone and the activity that Nyla Sykes has been in that as far as getting down rebounds and limiting Hopkinsville to a lot of one-and-done possessions.
And, Dennis, a lot of people don't realize this, but a 2-3 zone is difficult to rebound out of.
Right.
Because of the rotations, you're not always rebounding the person that you're assigned to. Sometimes that's difficult, but we're doing an amazing job of rebounding out of that. And, Hoptown shot the ball pretty well early, and then they went dry, and for a while there, they were only getting one shot at it. Now, late in the second half, we got tired, and we started giving up a few more offensive rebounds than I'd like to see us give up. But if we can go back to getting good position, getting our hands on all the rebounds, I think that we can claw our way back into this game.
I think we've done a better job about going ahead and taking the shots by and large tonight. There's been a couple that still fall back into that hole of trying to make that extra pass when it's not really needed. But I think they realize with the quickness of Hopkinsville, much like Briley Butts on a lot of her spot-up shots, you've got to be looking for the ball and ready to shoot pretty much all in one motion.
Yes, there's no reason not to. We need to shoot it before we turn it over, especially, trying to make those entry passes. If we're open from 6 to 8 feet, there's not a kid out there that we put out. If you can't make an 8-footer, then you probably don't need to be playing varsity basketball. That's just my philosophy there. So we gotta let it fly. Shoot it before you turn it over. We're averaging too many turnovers a game and not enough shots. So you want to use your offense. We don't want to take quick shots. That's not what I mean. But we want to take the good shots. When we have the opportunity to be open from 6 to 8 feet from the basket or in, we got to make sure we're putting those shots up.
And you talked about this game being a learning experience, especially being early in the season. If you have a player hurt like Tink Clark out tonight, this game, win or lose, Caldwell County is going to learn those things like you just said. If you're open, go ahead and take that shot, give us a chance for rebounds, or like Hopkinsville did in the first quarter, put us at the free throw line early.
I'm pleased with our play so far. I feel like Nyla Sykes has stepped up in a bunch of ways. She's helping us bring the ball up the floor. She's playing with confidence. She's rebounding. She's making shots. She's taking shots. You can't make a shot unless you take a shot. She's been able to shoot. She's taking those 15-footers. And so I'm pleased with that. And I think she understands her assignment tonight. That's been an important thing. And I hope Riley comes out ready to shoot the ball in the second half.
That's going to wrap us up on the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime report. For all of your construction and concrete needs, call Travis Construction and Concrete. Getting set for third quarter action. Third quarter, of course, brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living Interiors. Caldwell County will have the possession first in the second half. Sykes to put it in play. Gets it in to Akins. Akins dribbles it into the front court. Now double team tries to get around that with the left hand. Stopped on the wing. Finds Butts back out at the logo. Butts takes it to the right side. And a lot of hand check. I wondered when they were going to call that, Melissa. That hand check started on the left wing and made it all the way around the court.
Yeah, I feel like it took him way too long to call that, but he eventually did. So if he continues to call that, we'll get to 5 pretty quick, I think.
It's going to be Sykes to put it in play for Caldwell County on the sideline. Into the corner to Butts. Butts, nice cut by Thompson. Thompson off the glass, no good, but Forte with the rebound. Forte is when you got to stop the ball. Caldwell County lets her get down to the three-point line, then stops it. Fleming on the pass goes underneath. That one's going to be called a travel. Went up with it, partially blocked. It never left her hands. So Caldwell County forces Hopkinsville into a turnover. 34-25. Hopkinsville with the lead. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on WPKY Princeton. Bad inbounds pass. Forte takes it to the hole, misses, but Sykes rips it out of there. Has it knocked away. Now ball loose on the floor. Sharber comes up with it for Hoptown. And it's a tie-up. Good job by Lulu Thompson as number 10, Fleming, took it in too low, and Thompson tied her up.
Yeah, on that play before, that's one of those long passes. We got to shorten those passing lanes.
Lady Tigers, not surprisingly, staying in that 2-3 zone. Hoptown works it around, screens off of it to get Sharber open. They pass that up. Ball comes out high, almost out of bounds. Davis tracks it down, drives into the lane, misses the shot. Sharber Gets it back underneath, puts up a nice reverse back over her head.
That was a nice move by Sharper there. She got that rebound and didn't try to face the basket. She just did a reverse layup there. That was a nice move.
Butts gets the inbound, takes it back out to Sykes. Sykes trying to get it across half court. Ball comes loose into the hands, though, of Akins. Akins to Butts. Butts thought about the three. Cross-court pass to Sykes. Underneath, great ball movement by Caldwell County. Down low to Jakiah Copeland. Up and in off the glass for a Farmers Bank shot and back within 9.
That's a situation where the extra pass is the right pass because the extra pass is getting closer to the basket.
Fleming over to Davis. Davis travels, trying to find somebody to take it to, drag the pivot foot. Caldwell County has forced Hopkinsville into 2 early turnovers here, trying to get back in this one with 6:19 to play in the third quarter. 36-27, Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville with the lead. Backcourt pressure. Caldwell County gets it in. Back to Sykes. Sykes over to Butts. Those two work it up the court. They go down the court. That's a tough pass for Jakiah Copeland to handle. Tried to save it in, but into the hands of Hopkinsville. Forte down the court quickly to Alicia Davis. Davis drives. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by Copeland. A run out by Caldwell County. Nice job by Akins to hand it off to Butts. Butts had a much better angle. Assist Morgan Akins.
Good job from the point guard spot there. Morgan Akins does an excellent job of pitching the ball ahead.
Great anticipation on the pass by Butts, able to jump out and knock it off of a Hoptown player.
I feel like we had the momentum right here. We need to keep pushing forward.
Back within 7, it comes in to Copeland. Copeland up to Akins. Akins has it knocked away by Forte. And knocked back away as Sykes hits the floor. No call at all. Hoptown back the other way. And a foul called underneath after all that, Melissa.
That was a
Jakiah
late call,
Copeland.
and this gentleman called that from half court, and the man underneath the basket. If he didn't see it, I don't know how this gentleman at half court could have seen that.
I think Fleming actually got away with a walk on that one as she got in between steps trying to make the layup. But she's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws.
That's Jakiah's third.
Jakiah kind of looked over to the side, and I agree with her. Not much contact on that. Free throw is good on the first one.
I'm frustrated with that call because he hadn't even crossed half court yet. Like, if he's going to hustle up here and get in good position to make that call, okay. But if we're going to not be lazy, then we don't need to make that call.
Second free throw up. Coach Brown having the same discussion on the sideline with that official in question. Both free throws good. Lead back to that lead at 9 that Hopkinsville had at the half. Akins dribbles it over, draws the defenders. Caldwell County works it to Sykes. Sykes with the runner in the lane. No good. Rebound up and in by Lulu Thompson.
Good rebound there.
That play started with a nice drive by Morgan Akins to draw the defenders, and Caldwell County able to work that ball to that right side. Over to Fleming. Drives. Shot blocked by Butts. Picked up by Copeland. She gets it back to Butts. Briley down court to Akins. Akins underneath. But there is Forte again. And a good job. Caldwell County knocks it loose. Copeland with the steal on Forte.
Making Forte put that ball in her left hand is key to stopping her.
4:53 left to play in the third. 38-31. Hopkinsville with the lead. Caldwell County with the basketball.
That's also Forte's third foul, so I feel like we need to be aggressive and take that ball to her.
That would include getting it down to Copeland on that left block. Akins drives, has it knocked loose. Ball still loose on the floor. Davis picks it up for Hoptown. Goes left side, shot up, no good. Rebound Forte underneath, has it knocked away by Copeland into the hands of Thompson. Caldwell County will walk it up as Coach Leslie for Hopkinsville has taken the full court pressure off. Now we'll see what Caldwell County does in the half court. Inside it comes. Sykes ends up with a couple of loose balls. Takes it to the hole and a foul called. Sloppy on both sides, but Sykes benefited.
You know, when you're playing hard, things seem to go your way. I'm not going to call that luck right there because Nala is she's playing her heart out over there, but that ball fell right into her hands.
And they're going to say it was not on the shot. It was on the floor, so Caldwell County will have to inbound this one. Out it comes to Akins near the logo. Back to Sykes. Sykes off the glass. No good. Rebound Hopkinsville, number 23 to Haley Mason. Mason gets it back out to Davis. They'll look the 2-3 over. Taking it down low to Chrislyn Murray. Back out to Fleming. Fleming to Sharber. Sharber has it knocked loose, and a foul is going to be called, I think, from behind. They get Morgan Akins with that one. I think just the angle right there, Melissa, got the foul on Akins. That should have been a foot or two in front of Sharber. That's just a clean play.
You know, that's a hustle play. Both these teams are still hustling, going after it, trying to pick up these loose balls.
Caldwell County still well in this one, 38-31, with just under 4 to play in the third quarter. Fleming, right wing. Back out Sharber at the top of the key. Fleming wanted it back in the corner. Instead, Sharber goes opposite side to Davis. Left wing is no good. Another air ball, but chased down by Fleming. Fleming's going to try a long three. That one in and out, ball loose underneath. Picked up by Davis, who puts it in on a little baby hook out of the pack, and it's 40-31.
Too many offensive rebounds there, Dennis. We can't allow 3 offensive rebounds per possession.
Butts, spot up 3 from the wing is good. Little Caesars Pizza, 3-pointer. Briley Butts get game day ready this season with Little Caesars of Princeton. They have a 6:49 hot and ready. That's our go-to meal on a lot of road games, Melissa. In the past, Bob Hayes and I have had our share of the hot and ready pizzas from Little Caesars. Drive by Fleming is no good, but a blocking foul called underneath.
So we got to do a better job of keeping Fleming outside of the paint. We've got to make her turn, meet her a little bit sooner. Can't let her get that deep.
Putting it in bounds is going to be Mason. 3:02 on the third quarter clock. Caldwell County down by 6. Inside Sharber. Sharber tied up on a gift. It was like Sharber said, hey, Davany, here, grab hold of this basketball. And Davis said, thank you very much. I think I will.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that ball got through there to get to Sharber. I'm glad Davany was there to tie it up because that would have been 2 points.
Mid Thomas checking into the game for Caldwell County. She will give a rest to Thompson. Underneath it goes Williams, who has it knocked away. Back over on the recovery to Sykes. Sykes just barely misses. Williams battling underneath for the rebound. A tie-up is called, but I like the hustle play out of Davany Williams. Early in this season, that's another kid that's shown a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. You know, she's given us very valuable minutes when she comes in the game. You know, she's rebounded well. She's played good defense. She took a charge earlier tonight. I like the way that kid's playing.
She gets a pat on the back from teammate Briley Butts, who also liked the effort of Williams. 2-3 zone, Caldwell County. Sykes and Thomas at the top of the 2-3. Hopkinsville a little bit more deliberate in the second half against that zone. Sharber, though, drives, shot up, and another charge. Davany Williams, the second time tonight she's drawn the charge from Hopkinsville.
Love to see that. If he hadn't called that charge, I was going down there, Dennis. Because she got plowed again for the second time tonight.
She has gotten great positions a couple of times tonight and drawn a charge. You don't see a lot of charges called high school or college, either one anymore, but Davany has done a good job tonight.
You know, there's such a discrepancy on what's a charge and what's not.
Sykes drives, cut off at the top of the key, kicks it over to Williams. Williams inside to Butts. Butts off the glass, too strong. Ball loose on the floor, and it is Fleming picking it up for Hopkinsville. Fleming drives, no good. Ball rebounded, and now it's loose on the floor. Fortes setting down on the court, and Hopkinsville calls the timeout to try to save that possession. It's a U-Ride timeout on the court with 2:01 to play in the third. Lady Tigers down by 6, back in 30 seconds.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Back to the cab with Caldwell County trailing by 6, but they have trimmed 3 points off of that halftime lead. Melissa, if you come out here and try to win this quarter, that's going to put you somewhere in single digits within Hopkinsville going into the fourth, and that's the trail the Lady Tigers are on with 2:01 left to play in the third.
So this 2 minutes is so important going into the fourth quarter. We've got to make a run right here. We've got to cut this lead. We've got to control this last 2 minutes of the quarter.
Hopkinsville quickly with a three, no good.
There's Nyla again.
Sykes again with the rebound. Far and away the leader for player of the game at this point for Caldwell County. Gets it over to Med Thomas. Hopkinsville a little bit confused on what defense they're in, I do think. Some were playing man-to-man. Looked like some wanted to be in that 2-3 zone. It goes up off the fingertips of Thomas, picked up by picked up by Murray. Murray with the drive, no good. Sykes, I think, is going to get called for the blocking foul on Murray. And that is on Sykes. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the quarter. First foul on Nyla Sykes.
Somehow that's only her first foul. She's been everywhere. I don't know how she hasn't fouled.
Oh, she has been in the middle of everything since the opening tip tonight. Chrislyn Murray at the line for Hopkinsville. That one well strong, goes off the side of the rim. 1:31 left to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County without the services of Tink Clark, the point guard, out with an Achilles injury tonight. Second free throw is good, lead at 7. Caldwell County with the basketball. Hopkinsville with a little token pressure in the backcourt from Fleming. Thomas breaks it. Thomas loses a handle on it, picked up by Murray. Out to Davis. Davis to Sharber. Sharber goes up and in off the glass. And another steal by Hoptown. Davis drives. This one up and in. 1:07 left to play in the third. And Melissa, you mentioned, and that's going to be an over and back as Butts realized it after she passed it. We got down to 2:01 to play. The Lady Tigers within 6. Now that leads at 11, roughly a minute later in the game.
So the opposite of what we said needed to happen has happened. We start turning the ball over.
Kind of how we ended up the first half.
Yeah.
Under a minute to play here in the third. Into the corner to Fleming. Fleming with the three, no good. Forte, rebound back up, no good. Out of bounds off the hands of Murray.
You know, and we just give up an offensive rebound. You can't give up any offensive rebounds in the first 2 minutes or the last 2 minutes of the game.
Hopkinsville back with the full court pressure. Butts turned right into a double team, gets hit, no call. On the other end, though, Davis takes the loose ball, puts it up off the glass and in. Biggest lead of the night now for Hopkinsville. And a U-Ride timeout on the floor with 37.5 seconds left in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Entering its 10th year, the Planters Bank Season of Giving is a bank tradition that has the goal of bringing awareness to community organizations. This year, the focus is on local and area businesses. Gifts, experiences, and delicious meals will be spotlighted for each of Planters Bank communities. Planters is sharing a little about the many wonderful small businesses in this area in hopes of bringing additional awareness and even new customers their way during this holiday season.
Back to the cab. Out of the U-Ride timeout, Caldwell County down by 13, their largest deficit of the night. It will be Lady Tiger basketball to put it in play with 37.5 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
So Coach Brown had to call time out there to just try to stop the bleeding. The bottom kind of fell out. We started turning the ball over. We got to find a way to put the ball in the hole right here.
Caldwell County gets it in. It is Copeland in the backcourt, man-to-man pressure, full court. Copeland trying to go off a screen, has it knocked away and out of bounds.
So Hoptail just in a full court man right here. All we need to do is clear this out. Put the ball in the point guard's hands, clear it out, set up in an offense. We got to move though right here.
Lady Tigers try to get it into Aiken, stolen away by Fleming, who puts it up and in.
And the last thing you want to do is inbound that ball toward the other team's basket.
Caldwell County back the other way, fouled by Davis as the ball went back to Nyla Sykes. That's the 5th foul on Hopkinsville. So it'll be 2 shots for Nyla Sykes. And I'm going to make a note of the score, as this one had about 2:01. I think it was 2:02 left to play. Lady Tigers were down by 6. Sykes at the line. Goodwin Insurance free throws coming up for Nyla, who's played a whale of a game tonight. First one is up and no good. Caldwell County releases Akins and Butts back in the backcourt. Substitution for Hoptown. Leanna Davis comes in for the Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville. Out comes Alicia Davis.
I'm glad to see her come out in these last 20 seconds. She's gotten her hands on a lot of balls in the past 2 minutes.
Very quick player for Hopkinsville. Second free throw, high bounce off the back of the rim. No good. Forte with the rebound for Hopkinsville. Gets it up to Fleming. Fleming guarded by Akins. 10 seconds on the clock. Sharber top of the key into the corner to Davis. Davis with the runner, too strong off the glass. Butts had the rebound, but has everything but her wallet stolen on the play and no call.
That looked like a headlock from up here.
Half a second left on the clock. And it's going to be Caldwell County basketball out of bounds in front of the Hoptown bench. 49-34 your score. In it comes to Butts, and the horn's going to sound before Briley can get a shot away. After 3, it's Hoptown 49, Caldwell County 34. We'll be back after this.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
We are back at the Cab, getting set for the fourth quarter with Hopkinsville leading 49-34. Hoptown scored the last 9 points of the third quarter, and that coming with about 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. So a 9-0 run by Hopkinsville as they stretch that lead out to 15 at 49-34. Fourth quarter brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living Interiors, located behind the old bowling alley in Princeton. So stop by and check out and see what Pam and Hab have there at Cozy Living Interiors. Lady Tigers to put it in play to start the fourth. Akins gets it across half court, off a screen from Sykes. She'll turn around, give it back to Sykes. Sykes will go right side underneath Butts. Off the glass, no good. And it's Davis with the rebound for Hopkinsville. Quickly back the other way. That one's a miss, out of bounds.
So we got to settle down right here. One possession at a time. We're not going to catch up in one possession, so we've got to settle down a little bit.
Davis to put it in play for Hoptown. Lob out to the top of the key. Fleming, she'll try a three and drain it. Hoptown started out a little bit hot early in the game. Hasn't been had much luck since then from the three-point line, but that one good at the top of the key by Fleming. Caldwell County with a turnover in the backcourt as this one's starting to slip away from the Lady Tigers after a valiant effort through about 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, I'd say even longer than that, up until that 2-minute mark left in the third. Now it's kind of still falling apart for us.
Davis back to Fleming, to Davis. She'll try a top of the key three, no good. Butts battling Fleming. Ball goes out of bounds, but saved back in to Copeland. Copeland finds Briley Butts. Butts with a bad pass up to Akins. That one picked off by Davis, who has just been a thorn the last 4 minutes of play.
Yes, she has. I really like the way she's played in the second half. She's been everywhere, hands in the passing lanes, really made it difficult for us. on the offensive end.
That foul called on Caldwell County's Butts. That's her third. And to the line is going to be Shia Forte. Misses her first. Forte is a real deal. I mean, she's one of the better players in the entire region. She has size. She rebounds the ball well, shoots it, and can drive, can handle the basketball.
She is. You know, I'm not easily impressed, but I've been impressed with all the things that she's been able to do in this game tonight.
Made the second free throw, and then Hopkinsville with the steal on the inbounds pass. Shot thrown up, no good. Forte with the board underneath, but a push called on the floor. Melissa, that's something that in the first half we were not giving up that second and third opportunity to Hopkinsville. That's what kept us in it with some pretty good free throw shooting, especially in the first. But seems like the longer this second half goes, the more offensive boards Hoptown's getting.
That's from being tired. We're just getting out of position. We're not working. You know, rebounding is work, and we're not working like we were early.
Fleming off the back of the rim three, no good. Butts up for the rebound. She's going to get tied up underneath. Possession arrow will give it back to Hopkinsville. Butts still down on the ground. Now she hops back up with a little help from a teammate, says she's fine. Coach Gay and Coach Brown will head back to the bench, but they'll have to bring in Nyla Sykes. And Coach Brown's going to take the opportunity to walk by one of the officials and say there's a lot of over the back going on, which there is. And this game has been high and low as far as if you're going to let them play and be very physical or if you're going to call the little touch hand check fouls out front.
Yeah, I think this has been the most inconsistently called game that we've seen this year.
Hoptown to put it in play on the baseline. Davis gets it to Fleming, out to Forte. And a technical foul called on Coach Brown. Same official that he stopped and had the chat with after he went out to check on Briley Butts, and that was a short fuse by that referee on Coach Brown.
He's had enough. The ref's had enough. But, you know, to the referee's defense, I'm not doing it. I'm not going out there. They've got a tough job. It's a job that nobody wants to do.
Fleming hits the first free throw on the technical, second up and no good. Biggest lead of the night now by Hoptown, 54-34, as they are in the midst of a 14-0 run since the 2:02-minute mark in the third quarter.
And, you know, Coach Brown's a former official, so
he's
I'm
heard
assuming,
both sides of it.
You're right, it would have to be really bad for him to say anything out of the way.
Steal by Caldwell County. Sykes has the ball, taking it up court, but Sharber's going to reach in from behind and commit the foul for Hoptown. 6:40 left in this one as the visiting Lady Tigers have started to pull away here by 20 in the fourth quarter. Murray checking back in. Sharber will come out for Hoptown. Sykes wanted to get it to Akins. Pass was behind her. Fleming picks it up for Hoptown, takes it to the hole, way strong off the board. Battling underneath is Jakaya Copeland. Tie-up called, and it's Hopkinsville basketball on the possession arrow.
This game's getting rough. It's getting sloppy. You know, I feel like the referees do need to rein it in, start blowing that whistle a little quicker.
And it comes to Davis. Davis with a cross-court feed to Murray underneath. That was a nice one-hand pass off the dribble. Murray right on that right block, able to put it in. Hopkinsville still with full court pressure, up by 22, forcing Caldwell County into yet another turnover near mid-court. 6:17 to play in this one. Hoptown with a 22-point lead now at 56-34. Thomas comes out, and it's Thompson back in for Caldwell County. Fleming at the point. Caldwell County still 2-3. They've stayed in that all night and have done a really good job through most of the game out of that 2-3. Fleming now right wing over to Davis. Davis with a hard bump there.
That had to be something.
That's what I started to say. There's so much contact.
That's either
and you
a
could
foul.
see it knock Nyla Sykes' head back. As I thought Nyla had pretty good position defensively.
You know, you got a game that's getting out of control. You got to blow the whistle.
And it comes to Butts. Butts against pressure. Takes it down that right side, and too much body check being called by Leanna Davis.
So we're going to call that hand check there, but see, the inconsistency is what's frustrating as a coach. You know, you have so much contact that heads get knocked back on one end, and then, you know, that was a foul, but we've got to be consistent.
Right. Caldwell County offensively underneath to Butts. Butts goes up for the shot, gets raked across the face. That one's on Forte. Will send Butts to the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. I think that is that Forte's 4th foul, and it is 4 on Forte. I think too little too late at this point, but we'll see how it plays out. Butts with the free throw up and in.
You know, I'd like to see our team get focused right here. Okay, let's go on a run. Let's end this game. Let's set a goal here. Let's hold Hoptown scoreless to end this game, and let's try to make a run. There's still a lot of time left in this game.
Forte out, Sharber back in. Butts misses a second free throw. Fleming back the other way for Hoptown. Drives, shot up partially blocked, and another late whistle is going to be called underneath. That one on Briley Butts again. And Butts.
That's her 4th.
Telling her coach that he's having to do the seatbelt thing and sit down over there after the technical, and he can only show empathy for Briley.
You know, and that's where he's got to let her know she's a player. You know, there's no reason for her to try to referee out here. You know, she's got to stay focused, just play. Control what you can control, worry about what you have control over.
Fleming made the first, misses the second. Sykes still strong for the rebound. 5:37 left to play in the ball game. Sykes gets it across the timeline, goes off of her foot and out of bounds. She tried to make that turn around Davis and just went off the side of the shoe.
You know, we're so loosey-goosey right now. I call a timeout, and I would get us back focused. You know, we want to win this 4th quarter. That's our goal here. I don't like how loose we're playing right now.
Sykes got a deflection and got the steal, and a reach-in foul committed by Davis.
I mean, it's a 22-point game. We're not likely to win this game,
right,
but I'd try to cut it to 10. That'd be my goal.
Checking in for Hopkinsville is Kimora Sheffield, as Davis will come out of the game for the Lady Tigers.
Because here's what's going to happen. It's a 20-point game. Do you want to cut it to 10 or do you want to lose by 30?
Right.
That's what's at stake here.
It's more of a pride issue than the win-loss issue.
Absolutely.
Had Williams underneath. Pass goes back to Sykes. Sykes still hustling. Forced Davis out of bounds. It'll be Caldwell County basketball.
We need to jump on Nyla's bandwagon here and make a run.
She is a player. If there were a 110% award early in the season, she would have that one, I think, hands down.
Definitely. That's a foul out front.
In it goes to Thompson. She'll kick it back out. Sykes gets raked across the arms on the little 10-footer, but she'll go to the line. Caldwell County playing varsity first tonight, and they're going to do it again next Monday night in a game against Mayfield. Free throw no good by Sykes.
That's a great idea.
And then Coach Brown said he's going to get some middle schoolers in after that week to kind of help out during the JV games to play the last part of those.
Yeah, good luck to our 8th graders. Boys and girls are playing in their 8th grade tournament this weekend. Starts on Thursday, actually, the tournament does. Ends up on Saturday.
Second free throw is good by Sykes. 4:57 left to play in the ball game. Only the second point by Caldwell County since the 2:02 mark of the 3rd quarter. 3, top of the key, Fleming, no good. Sykes with another rebound.
I don't know how many rebounds she has, but it's a bunch for tonight.
Has to be easily, I think she's got to have double-double status at this point. Sykes, head fake, kicks it back out. Nice pass. Akins, open 3, in and out. David Williams had it. Now Thompson gets it after it goes off 2 or 3 fingertips, and Thompson gets fouled, where she'll step to the line now for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Yeah,
that was a good possession right there for the Lady Tigers.
these girls have to turn around and play a JV game in just a few minutes too. So going to be some worn out players after this one's over.
Yeah, but you want to play that JV second if you're going to use your whole bench.
I think so with the youth that we have on this team. Free throw good by Thompson.
That way you know who's played what minutes and who could use minutes.
Second free throw good. We talked to Coach Brown before the game, and he said he thinks that made a difference in that Union County game because Caldwell County JV had to go into overtime that night before the varsity game, and just about every player besides Ja'Kiah Copeland, I think, played in that JV game.
Yeah, it absolutely makes a difference when it comes to how much leg you got left.
Hopkinsville with the stutter step travel. That was number 23 to Haley Mason. Wanted to drive baseline. Could not get the first step away. David Williams out of the ball game for Caldwell County. And back in is Ja'Kiah Copeland. Akins looking over the 2-3 zone. Gets it over to Butts. Fires a three. Little Caesars Pizza three-pointer. Briley Butts.
Glad to see her step up and not just take that shot.
57-41. You ride timeout on the court by Caldwell County with the score 57-41 Hopkinsville. 4:01 left to play in the ball game. It's a full timeout. Back in 60 seconds.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
We are back at the cab. Still 4:01 left to play in this contest between Caldwell County and Hopkinsville. Lady Tigers have trimmed that 24-point down lead down to 16. Hopkinsville will bring the ball up. Caldwell County will settle back in that 2-3 zone. Hopkinsville with some substitutes in the ball game, but you still have Alicia Davis with the basketball. Over to Sharber, into the corner to Fleming. Fleming has her pass tipped, picked up by Sykes. Sykes has to find somebody to get it to, gets Akins. Akins across half court, pulls it up at the top of the key.
Sykes has a ton of steals tonight.
Sykes had the open three, turns it down, gets it back in the left corner. Back out to Akins. Over to Butts. Butts thought about the three, good closeout by Alicia Davis. Tries to go back out to Akins and throws it off the foot of Fleming out of bounds. It'll be Caldwell County basketball with 3:24 left to play.
You know, Nyla's just getting her hands on the ball, both ends of the floor. She's rebounding. She just got that steal there. You know, if I'm Coach Brown in that timeout, I'm telling the team, let's win this last 4 minutes. We want to cut this lead, try to get ourselves back in this game.
Akins down low to Sykes, and it goes to Thompson. She'll give it back up to Butts. Butts misses the shot. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Sykes, and it'll be back to Hopkinsville.
That was a great catch by Briley. She went up and got that ball. Not a lot of girls can go up like that, 2 hands, and make a bad pass look good.
Briley, one of those rare 3 sport stars for Caldwell County. Volleyball, softball, and basketball.
Yeah, she's a tremendous athlete.
Inside pass picked off by Sykes. Sykes gets out in front of the crowd, takes it to the hole, up and in, off the glass. Farmers Bank shot. Nyla Sykes lead down to 14. Just under 3 to play. Caldwell County trying to make this one interesting down the stretch. Alicia Davis over to Fleming. Fleming pointed by Akins. Bounce pass to Murray. Murray loses the handle, picked up by Thompson.
A lot of contact, no call there, Dennis.
Over to Copeland to Sykes. Gave up the 3, gives it to Akins. Akins misses a three, top of the key, and Sharber pulls down the board for Hopkinsville. 2:23. That three would have made it really interesting, Melissa, had that one dropped.
And it was in and out. I thought it was in there.
Over to Davis on the right wing. Dribble into the lane, takes it down, dumps it off. Easy bucket for Murray. 59-43, just over 2 to play. Lady Tigers off after tonight until they play Mayfield next. That'll be Monday night here at the Cab. Sykes, three from the wing. Off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it will be Hopkinsville basketball.
So here we're inside this last 2 minutes. It's been our nemesis this entire game. The last 2 minutes of each quarter has not served us well. So, I'm not sure the players understand how important the beginning and the end of each quarter is.
Yeah, Caldwell County were within 6 with just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter of this one. Three, no good by Fleming. Hopkintown chases down the rebound. They'll get it back out to Davis. Davis to Sharber. She'll hoist up a three. That one halfway down and back out. Another rebound for Nyla Sykes, who easily, I think, Melissa, is going to be our player of the game tonight, our Critter Care player of the game. Sykes, Euro step up, and good. And the foul. That is a difficult step to take, and I'm amazed more and more at the number of players that are able to do that step.
Nyla's gotten really good at it. It's very effective. Just the big step around the defender. It's one of the most effective plays in basketball.
Sykes at the line. This one up, off the back of the rim. Bounce does not go for. Ball loose underneath. Picked up by Copeland. Copeland gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. With 1:10 still left to play. 59-45. Caldwell County down by as many as 24, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Keeping that ball down here on our end is a good way to cut that lead.
It sounds like Sharber has fouled out. That is her 5th foul of the ball game. Checking in is going to be Leanna Davis. At the line for Caldwell County, Jakaya Copeland, the lone senior on the team this season. Copeland's first Goodwin Insurance free throw, rims out. She will get a second. Caldwell County with some bright spots tonight and some that the coaching staff will still have a good opportunity to work on with some more free time in practice the next few days. Second free throw is good, lead down to 13. Walking it up the court is Fleming for Hopkinsville. She'll stand out front. Sykes will force the issue a little bit. Butts went for the steal, didn't get it. Davis behind the back in the lane. Shot up and no good. Ball loose on the floor. Thought they had a tie-up for a minute, and it's Davis pulling it back out. 45 seconds left to play. Foul called. And it is going to be an offensive foul on Alicia Davis, trying to shed Nyla Sykes.
I don't know. I didn't see that one, Dennis. Did you?
I'll take it. No,
we're going to take it.
I've seen a little bit of a spin move, but that's about all I saw. They're going to say she shoved off with the weak side arm. And a U-Ride timeout on the court with 45 seconds to play. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Traveling the Bluegrass with Holst Allen Watts has another busy week. Alan, where are you traveling this week?
We talk with new Kentucky Farm Bureau President Eddie Melton, hear updates from United States Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, talk about the agriculture economic outlook with UK Ag economist Dr. Will Snell, get a transition update from Agriculture Commissioner-elect Jonathan Schell, and discuss the role of County Farm Bureau presidents with AFBF President Zippy Duvall.
That's Traveling the Bluegrass weekdays around 6 a.m. and after the WPKY Noon News Edge.
At Caldwell Medical Center, our transitional care patients receive the same care as they would in a skilled nursing facility, including physical, occupational, respiratory, speech therapies, and more. Every situation is unique. We help our patients reach their personal goals for independent living, all delivered with the care and compassion our patients deserve, right here close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com.
Back to the cab, 45 seconds left on the clock after that U-Ride timeout. Lady Tigers trail by 13. And B. Thomas on the court for Caldwell County out of the timeout.
We also have Jada Alexander, who's checked in.
Copeland to put it in play for Caldwell County and gets it to Butts. Butts off the glass and in for a Farmers Bank shot. Caldwell County battling back to make this one a lot more respectable than it looked like it was going to be at the start of the fourth quarter. 59-48. Fleming with the basketball. Still 2-3 zone by Caldwell County. Fleming drives, double team. Nice cutoff by Thomas and Briley Butts. Back to Forte. Forte battles through the lane. Puts it in off the glass. 61-48. Butts loses the handle, and it's going to be Hoptown basketball with 11 seconds left to play.
Forte showing us what she's capable of here at the end of the game.
Fleming out front. Sykes is going to go out to start the count. Fleming gets by, top of the key. She'll pull it back out, and she's going to dribble out the clock. Final here tonight in the varsity contest. It was Hopkinsville 61 and Caldwell County 48. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Trilogy postgame report next on WPKY.
What if I told you that just $1 could determine whether someone else stays warm this holiday season? Pennyrile Electric can take that buck and do just that. Through Pennyrile Electric's Plus One program, you simply agree to have $1 automatically added to your monthly bill, and your contribution will be used to help pay electric bills for local neighbors in need. Look for the Plus One insert in an upcoming statement or sign up online anytime at PRECC.com. Merry Christmas from Pennyrile Electric.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
At Caldwell Medical Center, our transitional care patients receive the same care as they would in a skilled nursing facility, including physical, occupational, respiratory, speech therapies, and more. Every situation is unique. We help our patients reach their personal goals for independent living, all delivered with the care and compassion our patients deserve, right here close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com.
For 25 years, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant has been your choice for authentic Mexican food. They appreciate your business through the years. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Pair your favorite meals with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryouts. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. La Potosina Mexican Restaurant with locations in Princeton and Marion. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. And thanks again for 25 great years.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements at Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com.
We are back to the cab, getting underway with the Trilogy postgame report. Looking for an affordable and convenient gym membership for just $34.99 a month plus tax? Trilogy provides 24/7 access to a top-notch facility, state-of-the-art equipment, and experienced coaches to help you reach all of your fitness goals. Cheering on the Tigers and Lady Tigers, Trilogy wishes you the best of luck this season. Get in the game and feel great at Trilogy. Caldwell County battled back from being down early, 12-2 to start this one. Got it within 3 for a big part of the first half. It was a run by Hopkinsville to close out the first half that gave them the halftime lead. And then Caldwell County battled back again in the third quarter, got it down to 6 with just over 2 to play. But then a 14-0 run by Hopkinsville separated the two teams. and Hopkinsville holds on for a 61-48 victory over a Caldwell County team that played without their point guard, Tink Clark, and not a lot of minutes tonight for a still recovering from an illness, Med Thomas. So a short bench for Caldwell County, but a lot of good things I think Coach Brown is going to get out of this game, Melissa, as we get underway here on the Trilogy postgame report, that he saw out of his Lady Tigers tonight. Still some of those cleanup things with the turnovers, but I think more bright spots than bad spots tonight against a very quick Hoptown team.
Absolutely. We looked really good at times. When we were able to take care of the basketball, we controlled the boards against a very athletic Hoptown team. We're undersized tonight. They're way more athletic than we are from top to bottom. Yet I feel like at times we out-rebounded them. I'm not sure what the totals will end up being, but we controlled the boards at times. Now, we talk about a game being a game of runs. When we turned the ball over, that's when Hoptown was able to make their runs and take their leads. But there were times where we looked really solid. We were able to take care of the basketball. We just got to make the times when the bottom falls out, we got to cut the period of time. The last 2 minutes of the half, the last 2 minutes of the third quarter, the first 2 minutes of the fourth. Those are very important times in this basketball game. We take those times out, and it's a different ball game.
And we'll see those rebounding totals and turnover stats. If you want to check out yoursportsedge.com, we'll have all the stats on that, I'm sure, later on tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. Melissa, I'm going to get you to stay on here with the interview with Coach Brown. Then we'll talk to Nyla Sykes a little bit later, our Critter Care player of the game. Coach Brown, thanks for coming up after the game here. And tough performance against Hopkinsville. They were a quick team, but Melissa and I were talking. You had a lot more positives than negatives out of that game, out of a very shorthanded team tonight.
We did, and of course, being down Tink, not having another ball handler there makes a difference. Med was under the weather tonight. That makes a difference. So we're having to shift things around, but I thought the players responded well tonight. And we, Coach Gay and I were talking to them, said, look, if we control the pace, we've got a real good shot. If we don't control the pace, it could be a long night. And we knew coming in it'd be a game of runs, and it was about weathering the storm.
Yeah, that's the same thing Coach Thomas said earlier.
Yeah, and, Dennis and I talked about that. This is a game of runs. And you notice, and I explained, that a turnover is really worth 4 points. It's the 2 points that you don't get and the 2 points you give up on the other end. And there are times where we really controlled the basketball, and we were able to take care of the basketball. We were able to make our run. Right. And then whenever we weren't, we had those short spans, the last 2 minutes of each quarter was really a nemesis for us tonight. I don't know if you've recognized that tonight, but one thing I would like to hear at home from my girls coming home to talk to me about is the importance of the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes of the quarter. I'm not sure our girls recognize that because, was it the third quarter, Dennis?
Yeah, we were within 6.
Yeah, we were within 6 going into, so we were right in this game, and then the bottom fell out.
We had about a 6-7 minute stretch where we didn't convert anything, and that went through the third and into started the fourth. And, when you have those, it's awfully tough to come back, especially when you have an athletic team like Hopkinsville who can score quick.
They can.
Score several points quick. But also, thinking about playing a team like that, we have to learn to weather the storm and pressure because as quick as they can score, they can also go on long droughts. And that's where we were talking about the importance of controlling tempo tonight. Because when we controlled it, it stopped their momentum, and they were not in the same flow they were when they were getting up and down.
You have to be pleased, though, you had players that had to come in and take care of the basketball that had not had to do that. You had Tink out tonight, and she's done a majority of handling the ball. Morgan is usually she's done a lot of that tonight, but you had Briley step up, and I'm glad you brought Nolly up here with you because she was phenomenal tonight.
Yes.
I feel like she stepped up. She did all the little things. Not only did she help us in the backcourt, but she was all over the place, getting rebounds. She was getting steals, and not only did she start the game going 1,000 miles per hour, she ended the game going 1,000 miles per hour. And so that was exciting for me to watch, so I know that's got to be exciting for you.
It is, and, we had some girls that stepped up and were maybe not doing things they were quite used to or not as much they had been. But Nyla has really been improving ever since summer, and especially through the off-season, preseason conditioning and training. And we've talked a few times, Nyla and I and Coach Gay and I, and it's about, her mental approach has changed and grown. And that's one of the big aspects of it, physical, we understand there's a certain physical element to it, but also basketball is equally mental part of it. So I tell them in free throw shooting, free throws about 85% between the ears and about 15% form and technique. You know, you have to go for that mindset that I'm going to make the shot when I go up. But Nyla come in tonight and really, I'd be curious to see what the rebound total was for her. I know she scored well, but her rebound, there was a couple of times I turned to Coach Gay and I said, she literally came out of nowhere and snagged that rebound. And one of the officials said to me, well, hey, she can really jump. I'm like, yes, she does. And what's amazing about Nyla is she gets her hands on a lot of balls that, you know, those things that may not always be on the stat sheet, but it's difference makers in the games. If nothing else, it offsets, it disrupts their offensive flow just even for a half second. That, you know, it's what we want. It's what we talk about on defense is pushing them out away from what they want to do. And we're getting there. You know, we had a couple of lapses tonight, you know, some few mental breakdowns, but overall, we're pleased with the way the players are playing. You know, I'm looking at this game tonight, and, you know, we were close in a lot of aspects. And so it's one of those things about continuing to build off that. You know, we have Mayfield next week, then we got the West Kentucky Hoops Classic, and we've got a three-game stretch right there that's pretty winnable. Then we'll have Whitesville Trinity coming in right before the end of the year. So we have a chance to set ourselves up on a good little run to finish out December. And then, of course, we get into January, and the gauntlet starts hitting. And, you know, we come back January 2, we got Lyon County, then we got a freshman JV, then we got Dawson, then Ohio County all within the first week. So we're going to hit then All-A coming up after that. So it's going to hit the ground running.
Wow.
Coach,
you memorized your whole schedule.
Unfortunately, yes. Or fortunately, I do.
And it will never change, right?
Well, I thought we had one this weekend, but, you know, that changed on me. I didn't know it.
We were joking about that some earlier. Coach, this is a game where you were within 6 at the end of the third, 2 minutes left. You got behind by as many as 24. Then you come back to only lose by 13. This is a team that battled the whole way. What do you put in your pocket here for a game later on when the kids maybe come out nervous thinking, oh, that team's going to press us to death out here, and you think, hey, look back to the Hoptown game.
Yeah, we're looking back, you know, because Hoptown's going to bring pressure, and they're long. And that's the other thing that made it a little bit difficult tonight. What we're going to look at that and say, look, ladies, we've weathered the storm before. You know, it's about just not getting in a hurry, you know, and it's about using those things instead of putting the ball on the floor. As soon as you get it, pivot, look, read the floor, read the defense, then make your move. You know, give the head fake or, you know, take a couple of dribbles and kick back when they start to collapse, kick it to the open person. So we want to use that and we're going to look at the film again on Thursday. We're going to have a little film session on Thursday afternoon. We're going to break down some of the things about, hey, here's, you know, dressing, you know, here's what we can do in these situations. So when we see this again, here's how we can be more successful.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming up here on the Trilogy Postgame Report. I saw a lot of things I like, and I see a lot of improvement coming from these young ladies, and we appreciate you coming up.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all's coverage of Lady Tiger basketball.
All right. Thank you, Coach David Brown here on the Trilogy Postgame Report. We're going to keep it right here and put the headset on our Critter Care player of the game tonight, and that is Nyla Sykes. Nyla, thanks for coming up after the game.
Of course.
You got to feel like you played about 2 games in that one.
Yeah, I was just – so I'm like, cool, like I have friends on both teams. Obviously, I'm friends with everybody on my team, but me and the other team, we have good chemistry as I play travel ball with them. So I know how they play, like, so I can match that. So I'm able to match that.
You go inside. You're not the tallest player on the court by any means, but a lot this season, especially tonight, you went inside and limited Hopkinsville to a one and done on that offensive end a lot in that first half. Talk to us about what you had in your mind as far as rebounding the basketball.
Well, I know they're a good rebounding team, so I know it's my job as a junior to step up and go in for the ball. I mean, that's what I was doing last year, and I must continue to do it this year. There's no.
Now, I'd like to know, how did your role change with Tink being out of the game tonight? Did you recognize that, hey, our point guard's out? Did you think about, hey, what do I need to do different for tonight?
Well, if I'm being honest, I didn't even know I was going to be running point tonight. Tink getting hurt was not a part of the plan. I'm not really, as y'all know, I'm not really the point guard. Right. I'm a cutter. I like to drive. But I knew, like, Morgan can't do it alone. I have to step up. Like, I can't just sit there and just make her do all the work. That's not right as a teammate. So I knew I had to step up and be able to take Tink's spot, quote, unquote, and I have to do what Tink does. Like, I just have to step up. And
so that's what a good leader does. A good leader steps up and does whatever's needed. And so I feel like you did that tonight. I thought you had a ton of steals tonight. So talk about defensively what your role is on this team.
Well, my role on this team is a defender, a rebounder, and I'm very lengthy. I can just put my arms out and I got the ball in my hand. It's just that easy. No.
Do you know how blessed you are? Do you recognize that
very
is a
blessed.
blessing?
Yeah,
that not
very
everybody
blessed.
can do what you do?
Yeah, and like I have fast feet. I'm able to jump. I'm able to just extend my arms. I can move my arms. Like I'm a loose person. So, and I feel like being loose is is a good quality to have playing basketball.
Did you kind of share that looseness with the team tonight? Because I saw you guys during warm-ups, and you didn't look like you were stressed at all. You got your point guard out. You've got Med coming back from an injury, and you're still just laughing and having fun. How much fun is it right now for you, and is this probably the loosest team you've played on?
Yeah, because I mean, just because we have 2 players out doesn't mean we're not a team. Regardless, we're a team, and they're supporting us. Tink's supporting us during practices, helping us work harder. Med, she's sick, but Med's a hard player, so she's going to come in. Like, you can't even tell that she was hurt or anything.
Right.
Med came in and played her heart out. So, I mean.
So, how is this team different this year?
I think our team is different this year because we communicate more on the court. Last year we had no communication. We're calmer this year. We have more players. Well, not more players, but we have more flexible players to where we can play any position. All of our players can play any position.
What is your favorite position?
My favorite position, forward, and this house gonna stay. My favorite position is being a forward. I like to make cuts. I like to get the ball and drive and rebound. That's my positions. Well, not tonight, but
you made some great passes tonight. I'm gonna say, you had to step into that point guard role at times, and you made some good things happen. There was a time where you penetrated down the front, and I think it was Jakaya you passed the ball off to for a wide open block shot. It could have been Kadaria. I'm not sure.
Lulu,
yeah, I think it was Lulu.
But you look good out front.
Thank you.
So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for stepping up. I know y'all can't hear me from up here unless you rewatch it, but I sung your praises all night tonight. I love the way you play. I love watching you. I love the fact that you just sacrifice yourself for the team. You look like you're having fun the whole time, and that's what this is about. Sometimes we get so focused on things that we shouldn't get focused on. We just need to be having fun.
Yeah.
You guys, you should be having the time of your life right now, and just going out there and having a good time and being a good role model. I want you to, I'm the elementary school principal, and those elementary kids adore high schoolers. So what you do matters. The high school, the elementary kids, smaller kids love you guys. They look up to you. So I hope you realize that and know that, and I appreciate your influence on all those people around you.
You're welcome.
Nyla, one more question before you get away, because when you come up for these interviews of your whole team, we want the audience to get to know you guys a little bit more than just basketball. Some of your hobbies away from basketball, what are they?
My hobbies away from basketball.
Don't say TikTok. That's not no.
I go to Trilogy after practices, and I work on my shot form. I work on my free throws. I go to work. I have a job, so I have to work around both schedules, really. And if I'm not on the court, then I'm at work. I really don't have no other hobbies.
Let me say something about that, because that is so meaningful that this kid, she's going to school every day. She's coming to basketball practice. Then she's going to work. This kid's going somewhere. She's going to make something of herself because she has that work ethic that a lot of kids don't have. She knows what it means to be successful. And so, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate you setting that example, because 2 of your teammates that haven't lived in my house, they've noticed that about you. And so they appreciate that about you, and I appreciate that about you as a mom, that you've given my kids that example to follow. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I second the fact that you are going places.
Yes. Thank you.
You're one of our favorite players ever in the Lady Tiger uniform, and we appreciate you coming up tonight here on the Trilogy Postgame Report. Great job by you and your teammates tonight to battle back in this one. In the final, though, it was Hopkinsville 61 and Caldwell County 48. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the accurate stats of the ball game and hand out a couple of awards as we wrap this one up on the Trilogy Postgame Report.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. Princeton.
At Tri-Shoes, they're ordering it your way. How would you like to have a vehicle built just for you? Little things are important, like rich colors, big screens and displays, almost like watching TV. Exteriors with beautiful style and powerful engines that respond to the lightest touch on the accelerator. It's time to get what you want. Order your new ride and feel the thrill when you drive off the lot. Tri-Shoes in Princeton is the one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. For more information, visit trishoes.com. That's trishoes.com.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
At YourSportsEdge.com, we strive every day to continue to bring you the gold standard in high school sports coverage with more on your teams and your players.
Or did it show up there?
And while they are not gold, those crystal awards we have won for doing what we love to do are pretty cool too.
That's something we see every day.
The Kentucky Broadcasters' Best Digital Product Award winner.
Ball game over.
YourSportsEdge.com.
The teams are in the locker room. Time for a recap of tonight's action. The WPKY postgame show is on the air. 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Welcome back to the Trilogy postgame report. Get in the game and feel great at Trilogy Performance Sports. The JV game going on right now. After the varsity game, Caldwell County has a lead late in the first quarter, 9-7 in that one. Caldwell County loses in the varsity game tonight, 61-48 to a very fast and very long Hopkinsville team. Caldwell County drops to 1-4 on the season, but Coach Thomas Weed talked to Coach Brown and Nyla Sykes. A lot of good things came out of that game, and we're expecting that same improvement and effort game in, game out. So I've got some big hopes for this team as we get into the meat of the season here before long.
Absolutely. Coach Brown seems to be pleased with the win. I'm pleased with the win. The girls are playing hard. They played hard from horn to horn. A lot of good things happened tonight. Nyla Sykes had an excellent game. You know, Bradley Butts led us in scoring with 17. Lots of good things happened. We played a really good 2-3 zone. And we rebounded really well at times. Turning the ball over continued to be our nemesis tonight. But if we can just rein that in just a little bit, we'll be able to get over the hump and win games like tonight's game. And
Hopkinsville is going to force some turnovers out of anybody they play, not just us tonight. Time now for the stats of the ball game, brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware. And I think that was I think they counted that from Med Thomas, a 3 at the buzzer, or it was a long 2, but they counted the shot at the buzzer. So good job by Med Thomas. Ackridge Farm Supply brings you the stats of the first half. Ackridge is a fourth-generation family business that's been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Having stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs, they wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers good luck this season. For the stats of the first, or for the ball game, I'll turn it over to Melissa.
So we'll start with the Hoptown Tigers tonight. They were led in scoring by Alicia Davis with 18 points. Alicia hit 1-3 in the contest. Next we had Shia Forte. She's their leading scorer. She's their do-it-all player. She hit right at her average with 17 points tonight. Then we had Katavia Fleming with 16. Fleming and Davis did a lot of getting steals and layups tonight. Most of their points came from steals and layups. And then rounding out their scoring is Taria Sharber with 6, giving the Hoptown Tigers 61. Caldwell County Tigers were led by Briley Butts, 17 she hit 2 threes tonight. We had Nyla Sykes with 15. We had Jakiah Copeland with 7. Morgan Akins with 5, and Lulu Thompson with 4. Lady Tigers only had 5 Lady Tigers in the scoring column tonight. We were 15 of 26 from the free throw line, outscoring Hoptown from the line. Hoptown was 8 of 18 from the free throw line. Free throws at times tonight, Dennis, kept us in the game. So proud of that.
Yeah,
proud of our Tigers, Lady Tigers tonight.
I think at one point 7 out of 10 early in the ball game tonight. So that's what kept them in. Our first 7 points actually from the line tonight. Let's give out a couple of awards here, Melissa. In fact, 3 of them. Let's start out with the clutch play of the game, brought to you by Coleman Auto Parts, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer. They have tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, golf cart, and farm. Stop by and see Charles Quinn Coleman and his staff at Coleman Auto Parts in Princeton. Napa know-how at its best. And I'm going to give a vote, and you can add on to whichever play you think, but I think in that first half, it was Briley Butts with a 3 that stopped a little mini run by Hopkinsville, kind of kept us in it, give us back that confidence. And we went to the locker room, came out, and got that game within 6 late in the third quarter. But I think it started with that 3 stopping a run by Hopkinsville. So Briley Butts gets my vote for the clutch play of the game, brought to you by Coleman Auto Parts.
I agree with that, Dennis. Briley had a couple of clutch plays, I thought, tonight, but that was definitely one of them.
We'll go down to the Eye on the Tiger Award tonight, brought to you by Parker Eye Care. Parker Eye Care's Eye on the Tiger Award tonight is given to, I'll let you give your suggestion on that one.
Well, if we're going to get player of the game, I think we both going to agree that Nyla is going to get player of the game. The Tiger Award, okay, I'll narrow it to 2.
Okay.
It's either going to go to Jakiah or Kadaria, Lulu or Jakiah. I tell you who I'm going to give it to. Let's give it to Davany for her 2 charges tonight.
I like it.
I think she stepped up today. She gives us such valuable minutes. See, I just try to give it to 3 different players. I love them all. I love them all, Dennis.
That's not against the rules. You can do that all season long.
Okay, I mean,
Bob and I kind of set that precedent years ago.
It's so hard to choose. I'm terrible at this. Okay, I'm growing as these games go. I'm really paying attention to all these different Lady Tigers. It's been fun for me. But there's something about each of them that I love, and so. But let's go. 2 charges in a game is a big deal.
That is, especially at the high school level. You never see one that many times, but tonight a couple of charges, and Davany did a good job. She had position. These were legitimate calls.
Yes, they were.
It wasn't like she just kind of slid in and got the benefit of the doubt.
Last minute change. I love the way Lulu rebounded tonight. She had really good positioning. Jakiah had to step up and handle the ball more. So there's multiple players that could have gone to, but I'm sticking with Davany's 2 charges. Eye on the Tiger.
All right. Parker Eye Care strives to be their best to help you see your best. Parker Eye Care, located at Lakota Drive in Cadiz. Your vision, our focus. And player of the game with a new sponsor this year. We appreciate these guys coming on board with WPKY Sports. Critter Care is Princeton's newest boarding and grooming facility, located in the former Rogers Vet Clinic, providing day and overnight boarding for all of your family pets. Even the family lizard or rabbit can stay at Critter Care. Follow them on Facebook at Critter Care LLC for more information. And hands down, player of the game tonight was Nyla Sykes, who did it all in the scoring column, but a lot of steals, a lot of rebounds, and she just affected the game on both ends of the floor, rebounding at her size out of a 2-3 zone against much taller players underneath. She had to have the double-double tonight. We'll see those stats in yoursportsedge.com. But a great game tonight by Nyla Sykes, and just a fun kid to talk to.
She is. She says such a sweet, bubbly personality. She's a great kid to be around. I appreciate her so very much. And, I'd like to see how many steals she got or deflections. I don't know if we chart deflections, but I think she might be close to triple-double tonight.
Could have been. She had a whale of a game tonight. Lady Tigers are off until next Monday night when they'll take on Mayfield here at the Cap. So some days in practice, maybe Tink Clark. Maybe the injury not as bad as it could be. Hopefully it is not. She's got an Achilles injury right now, and hopefully just a mild one that she'll be able to come back from, give Med some time to get over the sickness and get everybody back to full form. before Mayfield comes to town.
Yeah, I need everybody out there in radio land praying for Tink tonight that she gets a good report at the doctor. We really need her back. We missed her dearly tonight. We missed her ball handling. And so, hopefully she'll get good news tomorrow.
So Nyla Sykes, the Critter Care player of the game. Final here tonight was Hopkinsville 61, Caldwell County 48. We'll be back on the air on Thursday night. Originally, we had a girls' game scheduled for this Thursday night here at the Cab. That one got moved to, I think, the 1st of February, if I remember the schedule right. So we're going to make that trip to Union County and watch Coach Mitchell's boys in action against the Union County Braves on Thursday night. That game is a 7:30 tip-off. We'll be on the air with the Athletic Center pregame show at 7 o'clock. So for Camden McGregor and John Miller in the truck, Melissa Thomas here at my side, thank you for listening tonight. I'm Dennis Stevens. We will see you from Union County on Thursday night.
I'm in a bind. I need someone to watch my pets while I go visit my folks for the holidays.
Have you heard about the new place, Critter Care?
No. Where's that?
It's in the old Rogers Vet building on Masonic Drive.
I see. But there's Timmy's guinea pig. I'll still need someone to come to the house.
No worries. They take all family pets, so you can take the dog and the guinea pig.
Seriously? That's fantastic news. I'm calling today to make an appointment before they get booked up.
Follow on Facebook at Critter Care LLC for info and updates.
Thanks for listening to Caldwell County Tiger Basketball on 1580 103.3 WPKY. Don't miss a minute of your Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball games home and away on 1580 AM and 103.3 FM, WPKYonline.com, and your free WPKY app. Tiger Basketball is proudly brought to you on air by our WPKY sports crew and executive producer Beth Allison Mann. You can find the full breakdown and photos from tonight's events and more at yoursportsedge.com, and full video and highlights of your Tiger and Lady Tiger home games at WPKYonline.com.